I speak truth. I am the king of hate. Cause I'm pure fact. I am the king of hate. Watch me in the booth. Yeah, look. I came from the bottom, no slots.
Alright, hello everyone, and welcome and good evening. It is time for the Hate Live Podcast, episode 36. Tonight is indeed Thursday, August 13th, 2015. I am Darkside Phil, and welcome to the show. We've got an interesting show for you tonight, for those of you who've watched the Hate Live Podcast before, because not only is this show going to be me talking, which is, let's face it, 99% of my podcasts so far, but we're also going to have a segment featuring a few guests for the first time in almost a year. I have some guests here live tonight, or maybe not so, on the Hate Live Podcast. And what I mean by that is this is actually a special segment that was a little bit pre-recorded so that I could have it live for you tonight on the show, and so that I could work out any bugs or issues that would have happened, with the segment before I aired it live. So I wanted to be sure that all that was worked out. And because I did this pre-recorded, I was able to do some cool visuals and stuff for you, something for you to watch while you listen, which is pretty cool. So, this is actually, ladies and gentlemen, the final podcast that I will be doing for the summer of 2015. And so to just make that clear, all right, next week there will be no podcast because I'm going to be working on finishing up all of the gameplay that I've been working on for the past several weeks to month, and getting as far as I can, or wrapping up whatever projects I can finish before we head into the busy fall gaming season. The final week of August is going to be Ask the King, which is my monthly Q&A show, so obviously there'll be no podcast there. Then in early September, I'm going to be very busy with Metal Gear Solid 5 and Mad Max and some other games coming out, so chances are there will not be another Hate Live podcast until roughly, I'd say, around the middle to almost late September. And so rather than say, oh, I might squeeze one in before the summer ends, I'll just say this is officially the final official podcast that I'm going to be doing for the summer, but that I will return. When I will return is kind of up in the air. It's going to depend on how things go with all the new releases in September. When I do come back, it'll be great because I'll be able to talk about all the stuff that's happened over the past month, whether it's news related, whether it's gaming related, whether it has to do with games that I've played. I could give all my opinions on all the new games that have come out. It's going to be an interesting podcast regardless of whenever it happens, but just so you know, it won't be around for a while. And so, excuse me, I will say this, if you like me talking about stuff, you know, if you're not just about, oh, I like to watch Phil play games, but I like to hear Phil talk about current events. I like to hear Phil talk about television and movies. And I like to see him maybe give live reactions to things going on. I don't usually do that anywhere but Twitter. So right here in the corner, @TheyCallMeDSP, if you follow me on Twitter, that's where you can get that daily connection with me through social media. And I didn't used to do stuff like that, you know, for a long time. The longest time when I was actually doing YouTube, I had no social media interaction whatsoever except for YouTube, which incidentally we're going to talk a little bit about today on one of the segments, but we'll get to that. I'm going to tell you what we're going to talk about in the segments in a moment. But Twitter is the way to stay in contact with me, to be in the know. Every night I upload a new updated schedule on Twitter so you know what to expect the next day and for the week moving forward. So that is the way to go. Do not, do not be disconnected just because I'm not doing a podcast and I'm not talking about other subjects. I still tend to give my opinions on current events and stuff on Twitter, so, follow me over there. And, whenever I come back, I come back. What I will say is this: the next vlog-style show like this that I'll be doing as a stream will be Ask the King, which is happening 2 weeks from today. So that's going to be August 27th, another Thursday. So please submit your questions on the kingofhate.com forums. Right now, the thread is open. You can post up your questions, get them up. If you post up your questions, there's a much more increased chance that I will answer your question the earlier you post it and if you post it on the website. Some people love to wait till the last minute, and they ask me, like on Twitter and Facebook, about questions for the show. And even though I review those, I primarily get the meat of my questions for that show off of the website. So please post up on the kingofhate.com forums, okay? So what are the topics going to be tonight? Well, first thing, what we're going to do, I'm going to review with you what I've been doing recently.
Hold on a sec. I gotta do the clap like DSP does. Oh, this is a really weird fucking angle I'm at. Let me fix that. But I guess I could talk while I'm doing this. What's going on, people? Of course, as usual, I'm a professional. So, I'm late, even though, does it really matter? Nah, not really. But, anyway, I'm out of breath. I've been brushing. I've been moving stuff around and shit. Anyway, what's going on, people? Hope you're doing all right. And today, you more than likely don't know, today is the first day of Saints season. Yes, New Orleans Saints football. So, you may hear very loud music in the background because the people next door like to play loud music during Saints time, which is very exciting. It's not that bad yet, but it can get worse. And if it gets worse, somebody, I only need one person to let me know, do the little @ sign and in my name, and let me know how bad it is. But I'm sure multiple people will tell me. So if it's bad during any specific parts, I'll just mute my microphone so you don't have to hear it constantly. But that's one thing. Another thing is we have a new bot. Holy shit. We have a new bot in the family, which is the dark side bot. Dark side bot is very entertaining. I gave him like 40 fucking commands. But you type !DSB and you get to see all the dark side bot commands. And for the regular Tevin bot commands, you type !commands. Yeah, there we go. Wait, you stoppy copying his stream, you scrub. Eventually I will. What else was I about to say? I think that's about it. We got the DSB bot, which is pretty exciting. Got the Tevin bot. And you may not know. I don't know what he talked about in his pre-stream. Let me move this out. You can see it right here. His chat, apparently, I didn't hear the whole pre-stream, so I don't know if his RC doesn't work or not. But, yep, these comments are enabled, and I'm sure they're a mess. Well, I didn't want to scroll down. And I see somebody post the hashtag take a sip. So I guess he took a sip. But besides that, we're going to be doing pausing. I don't know if I'm going to upload this to YouTube or not. Like, I'm not planning on it. But if it's entertaining in my mind, I guess I might upload it. But I won't try to pause too much because I don't want to keep you longer than you need to be kept. Anyway, let's start.
I'm going to go through the games that I've been playing recently and give you some of my honest opinions on them. In particular, there's a couple games this week that I played for the first time that I want to talk a little bit about. And I have a follow-up regarding some of the stuff that I talked about last week on the podcast regarding Fallout New Vegas and Metroid Prime. I want to let everyone know what's going on with those games, okay? Then we're going to have a very brief update on Patreon. I'm not going to go into a long detail about it. I just want to let patrons know what's going on with their perks and let you know what to expect in the next month when it comes to Patreon. Project 7, I have a minor update. Okay, a minor update. It's not a huge one. It's certainly not a huge amount of info, but I do want to give you a tiny update on that. I got one news story I want to cover today because it seems notable, at least to me in particular, because of stuff from my childhood that I want to very briefly touch upon. And then we're going to have a segment spearing completely off of Twitter this morning. Funny that I mentioned Twitter, right? Twitter this morning, I started tweeting up a few things. And people started responding, and I was like, you know, this might be an interesting segment for tonight's show.
He's not about
what
to talk
I want to do is talk
about
very
text,
briefly, and it will probably be, you know, and I say briefly, I always go on length anyway, so I say briefly, and it ends up being super long. Probably, I don't know, maybe 20, 25 minutes. I want to talk about the history of YouTube and how dramatically this website and this business has changed
and look,
since I started in 2008.
One of the reasons why I'm doing it this way is because I want to see if the stream run better. Another reason why, because the chat on the screen kind of distracts me sometimes. But guess what? I get to see a fucking chat distracting me anyway. So, oh no, never mind. I can hear high chat. So there we go.
How I've had to constantly adapt and change my content, my videos, anyway, whatever you want to call it, to an ever-changing business, and how some people who used to be huge on YouTube have literally fallen off the face of the website. No one even hears about them anymore. for various reasons, all different changes the
Because they
website
didn't
went
adapt.
through.
Some of them gave up on YouTube.
And
Some of them stopped
it won't be
putting
too
as much
in-depth. It's
effort
certainly
into
not going to
YouTube.
be overly negative or positive or anything like that. It's just kind of a general coverage of it. And I'll give you a little bit of background of why I kind of had that idea when we get to that segment, okay? And then right after that segment, we're going to go right into the guest segment because, like I said, tonight, this pre-recorded segment is pre-recorded. I don't need to take a break because during the segment, I'm not going to be talking.
Oh, wow.
I'm just going to be running this segment. And so while that's
then,
running, I'll
less of
just,
a fan.
I'll monitor the stream or whatever. And so there might not be a break on the stream tonight. I know typically those of you who watch on YouTube in particular, on demand, not live streaming, but on demand, when there's a break, you got to go like to the tags and the timestamps in the description of the video and click ahead.
Oh my fucking God, he killed himself. Somebody really made another account named after me.
Okay.
And the frame rate died because that pop-up happened. So that fucks my frame rate up now.
All right.
It used to.
So, of course, the first thing we're going to
Holy
talk about
shit.
tonight on the podcast is the return of Al Gore, how he's rumored that he might be a presidential nominee for 2016.
It didn't
No,
used to.
we're not talking about that. This
really
is not
weird.
the politics
Gotta figure
podcast,
out,
and you'll
what's
very
the fucking
rarely,
deal
if
with that
ever,
shit.
hear me address politics. However, if you did watch the last episode of Ask the King, you do know that I am the official campaign hype person for Donald Trump, so you all better vote for the Donald come next year, next November. All right, but anyway, in all seriousness, I'm not really behind Donald Trump. I think he's a buffoon. But anyway, let's get started with serious talk.
Serious talk.
First of all, let us talk a little bit about the games that I've been playing recently and my thoughts. All right,
This is
so
serious talk,
From
talking about
last
the
week,
games
for those of
you've
you
been
who saw the podcast last week, first of all, thanks. The podcast last week, once again, great views. 15,000 views on the podcast since last week.
15,000
That's great.
views. It's
I mean,
great.
when I see views like that on the podcast, you know what that tells me? That tells me that I'm doing something right. It tells me that you're enjoying the content I'm putting out and that you are appreciative of the fact.
When he sees views like that, you know where those views come from? Because he said something controversial or he talked about something controversial. Same reason why videos from haters about DSP get views. Because people like that kind of stuff. But didn't he like shit on the dude that got fake swatted? So of course it's going to get a lot of views because people probably watched it more than once. But whatever.
I do a podcast
doing
that's very
something right, I
different
guess.
than my other stuff. Okay? So that's great. And I'm happy about that. And thank you so much for the viewership. It's awesome that that you guys are tuning in either live on stream or you're watching on demand after the fact. Obviously, a ton of people are watching on demand after the fact, which is sweet. Thank you for that. And hopefully the podcast can continue to be that successful. When I started doing podcasts in 2013, I had no clue if anyone would give a shit. And apparently people do, so that's good, right? And maybe in the future, and certainly I'm not saying anytime soon, if people like to hear me do stuff like a podcast, and maybe there will be a time when people will say, you know, I'd like to get Phil's opinions on
Wow,
this
look at all
particular
that. What is he?
or that
Whoa.
particular thing, and it may not be gaming. Maybe
The whole
it would
time
be
he was
something
talking, he
like
was standing
politics
straight.
or
His
something
computer.
else. I would consider doing that in the future. Certainly not right now when I'm so busy just covering the new games and doing what I'm doing now. I don't have free time to do stuff like that. But in the future, it may be something that I consider, and it's good to know that I have a viewing audience that comes back time after time to watch this kind of show. So thank you for that. All right.
All right.
So, now let's talk about the games that I've been playing since
Serious
last
talk.
week when
Talk
I
about the
talked.
games you've
Remember,
been
I
playing.
said I was going to be playing a big combination, a balance of stuff, but I wanted your feedback on what it should be that I play. And overwhelmingly, after
feedback,
listening to
guys.
the people, after they watched the podcast last week, whether it was tweets on Twitter, emails that I got, private
I wonder if
messages
this video is
via,
gonna get
different
desynced.
things, comments on the video.
That didn't used to
I
happen. Now it
compiled all that
happens a
data,
lot.
and I got two
Fucking sucks.
main
'Cause there's no way of me knowing it
responses
happened
to
unless
what I should
somebody
play
tell
this
me.
week. Number one, abundantly, more than anything, people said, we want to see you play this new game called Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. We're intrigued by it. Supposedly it's the spiritual successor to the game Dear Esther, in the same vein as games like Gone Home. And we want to see if this is worth playing, and we want your honest take on it, because we feel you have a different opinion and a more independent opinion than a lot of other people. So please play it. So I did, and I beat it all in one day, which I didn't know if I was going to do, but I dedicated myself, and all day Tuesday I played around 6 hours of gameplay, and I beat the game in pretty much one sitting, except for I had a dinner break there for a couple hours. And I'll talk a little bit about that in a moment. And then
Let's
this
see my
week, I
follow-up
also, the
pop-up
other piece
murders
of
my
feedback
entire stream.
that I got
You know what?
from
Fuck that.
everyone
Fuck
was that they wanted to see me at least take
Because
a
I feel like the video is desynced. Let me start over.
You
That
can't
was
get your
horrible.
videos found in a search anymore.
Okay, wait. I think I'm at a decent bit rate. My bit rate just drained down to 0. That was weird. That was really weird. And my internet didn't get cut out, so it might be Twitch hating on me again. I don't know. Who fucking knows? Who fucking knows?
YouTube kicked the shit out of it. I don't know why. Maybe because they think they make more money.
And
I
no,
don't
it's not
know.
my laptop
But all I
fucking
know
up.
is it's not where I started in 2008.
Whoa,
It is
drop
a
frames.
totally
What's going
different
on?
place. It's only through
Whatever.
years of
Whatever,
arduous change
whatever.
and adaptation and me growing as a person
Jonathan
that
Ross
I've been able to
DDoS.
persevere and still exist here. And I don't know. Will it change again when this new YouTube gaming app launches? Maybe.
No.
Is it the whole thing going to change again? Now it's going to be everyone's in
I feel like you
competition
talked about
YouTube
this for more than
streams,
15
right?
minutes.
So now
I
you
know
gotta
I
do
paused
this
it
to
a
your
lot,
tags,
but I feel
and
like you
gotta
talked
do
about this
this
for
and
more than
ask for
15
thumbs up
minutes,
on the stream
definitely.
and do this to get your fucking
Look,
stream
look.
mentioned.
You have to ask for thumbs up on the stream. If you guys are enjoying this stream, make sure to give it a follow. Make sure to hit the heart button. Make sure to give it a follow. Make sure to go to Tevin C. Search Tevin C on YouTube. Make sure to give me a subscription. Yeah, let's do that every fucking stream.
It's a
I'm sure
whole
people
new
love
rigmarole, a
that.
whole new show. You know what I mean? Why can't people just fucking do what they enjoy, be legit about it, not have to have massive money or promotion or fancy twinkle twinkle overproduction bullshit? Why can't people just have talent and entertainment value and be noticed for it anymore? I
People
don't know,
with
but I
talent do
can't.
get
it's
noticed,
just not
dude.
people every day.
I don't understand
someone asks
what
me,
he
Phil,
find his
what can I
logic
do?
at.
I just started a gaming channel on YouTube. What can I do to get noticed? I don't know. I haven't heard of anyone who just started a gaming channel and it took off, unless they lucked out and they played some stupid little indie game that blew up to be a
Stupid indie game that blew
viral,
up.
you know,
I
jump
won't
scare
lie, it is-
sensation on YouTube, some
yeah, if you're
stupid
trying to
meme or
blow up
something,
making a
and then they
gaming
got
channel,
popular. You know,
nah,
the
this
biggest
shit ain't
YouTubers who are
happening.
success stories from gaming in the past several years, people who played Minecraft, people who played Five Nights from Freddy's, you know, stupid shit. Not anyone who actually had a strategy or put like all kinds of
Minecraft
entertainment
is
effort into
stupid
it. It was
shit.
luck.
You got paid to play it,
So
and you
I
said
can't
you
even tell
liked it.
seriously.
Whatever.
I can't even tell you anymore. I couldn't. I don't know. All right. So I digress, ladies and gentlemen. YouTube is certainly not the same place it used to be. I feel like a crotchety old man when I say stuff like this. But it is what it is. It's reality. You know, it's life. And things change. I at least am happy, grateful, and, you know, at the very least, I'm happy where I am. If I could stay right where I am right now at this level on YouTube, I'm happy. Because I got a nice house, you know. Every
I
once
hope
in a
you
while I
enjoy
get
the extremely fucking loud music in the background. But I just gotta say, he's happy with where he's at on YouTube. The dude that quite literally has to ask for donations more than any average Twitch streamer on every pre-stream. He's happy.
something fun and different. I get to share gameplay experiences with everyone every day. I get to do cool podcasts like this every day that people really enjoy. And I couldn't ask for anything more. You know, those years of popularity that I had back when people could find my videos on YouTube and my channel was popular because it actually looked nice, was just icing on the cake. The fact that I got to pay off my bills, you know. I had all this debt and shit from my previous life that I got to pay off. And now I really do feel that I'm moving forward positively. I'm happy. I'm having fun. I hope that you're enjoying the ride too, you know, and that's all I could say is that I'm happy at least to be where I am. But I feel bad for people who are trying to do the same kind of stuff or have success doing what I did. I can't even help you because this business, this website has changed so much in the past 7 years. It's nothing like what it used to be, and it's not like anyone could get noticed anymore because YouTube has actively put roadblocks in place to prevent that unless you have tons of money, which I hate, but... All right. Well, everyone, right now, it is time. I know a lot of people have been waiting for a special segment that I'm going to run tonight. I am going to run it. 2 guests who I'm not going to actually announce until I start playing the segment. Both these people have been on the show before, and they're returning to give us some updates and some pertinent stuff that's going on. This is a pre-recorded segment, so I want to warn everyone, okay, The audio may not be perfectly level. Adjust your speakers as this segment starts to play so that you don't blow your ears out or whatever, okay? But I think that some of the voices are a little bit louder than my voice is right now on the podcast. So get ready to adjust your headphones or your volume levels as I play this segment, all right? And I believe this is going to take us to the end of the show. And at the end of the show, I'll kind of give a final summary after the segment runs, okay? So, all right, everyone. Thank you for watching. I'm not taking a break tonight. As I said, I'm not taking a break on the show because I'm going to go right into this segment, and I hope you enjoy it. Without further ado, I'm going to mute my mic, and I'll do a hand countdown when I'm going to start the segment, all right? So, thanks, everyone. I'll be back after the segment to give a closing to the show, all right? Thanks for watching, and here we go. Ready? In...
He fucked the audio up. I thought we would get a hand countdown. He did this for nothing. Anyway, before we get to this part, we're gonna go on a break for this stream because I gotta use the bathroom. And I'm sure you're enjoying the music you hear in the background. Yeah, do you hear it now? It's fucking loud. But he didn't do a hand countdown. I'm disappointed. But we got some real old song requests. So let's play these song requests. I'll go to the bathroom and I'll be right back in a few seconds. Hopefully we don't get knocked offline, but who fucking knows? Who fucking knows? And those song requests aren't open. These are songs that got requests like three fucking days ago and I never played them. So, wait. There you go. I don't know what this is. Hopefully you enjoy it. Hit exclamation mark skip if you want to skip it. And hit exclamation mark veto if you want to be an asshole and spend a ton of fucking points and skip it immediately. So
they fought for our deliverance at the Battle of the Boyne. King Billy's on the wall, King Billy's on the wall. He stands so high, shines so bright, he lights up the falls. There's millions come to see him, they stand and gaze in awe. They remember
Tevin C tries it. What's going on? Tevin C here, and welcome to Tevin C Tries It. Well, I try all the latest electronics and food items. In today's Tevin C Tries It, we're going to be trying Doritos Jack Ranch Dip Hot Wings. And as you see, these chips have a bigger, bolder taste. Okay. Now, we're going to look at the nutritional facts. Okay, and as you see here, it says total fat 11%, saturated fat 5%.
Much about everybody's gone to the Rapture here on Hate Live tonight because obviously I already reviewed it. You can watch the review. It's the last video in the playlist for the game on DSP Gaming, so check that out. It's not in the normal Hate Live playlist because it wasn't, or not Hate Live. It's not in the normal Hateful Truth playlist here on my vlogs channel because it wasn't an official review. It was kind of an impromptu, on-the-spot kind of deal that normally I don't do. But I certainly think that everyone should check it out, especially if you want to know my full opinion on the game, okay? I will say this as just a very brief summary.
Looking at the chat.
I didn't hate the game. I did not even dislike the game. I actually very much enjoyed the plot and enjoyed that it had a philosophical twist to it. It's one of those few games that you actually,
didn't hate it all,
when you're playing it and you're finishing it, you're like, wow, that actually made me think about my own mortality and life and death and all, you know, what games really think. Call of Duty, kill everything.
Oh, good,
you know?
Call of Duty reference.
That game makes you fucking, the only thing that game makes you think of is, man, I need to now get a catheter to stick in my dick because I'm stuck addicted playing this Call of Duty multiplayer for 47 hours straight. That's pretty much it. It's the only conscious, intelligent thought you have is I have to fucking stick a catheter in so I don't get, like, jaundice from not pissing. Playing this game, you're like, whoa, at the end of the game, it actually makes you think. But that being said, just because a game makes you think doesn't make it a good game, and in fact,
shit.
it doesn't even make it a game.
No shit.
And that's as far as I'm gonna go. Check out
Remember, guys,
the
he
mini
doesn't
review
dislike
at
the
the end
game,
of that playlist on DSP
but it's
Gaming
not
if
a
you want my
game.
full thoughts. But being able to beat it in one day for a game that's supposed to be $20, I think you can pretty much figure out what my thoughts are
20
overall
Patreon
on that
dollars.
game. Okay?
Okay.
So check it out if you're interested.
Check it out. Take a sip. Looking at the chat.
Okay.
Okay.
And then the final game that I've been playing this week, I just started this yesterday, was Just Cause 2. And now,
Yet again,
what a bumpy
is this
start
the
I had.
weekend
I am
preview?
I will put my
Holy
hands
shit.
up, and 100%, I will admit that I was doing terrible at Just Cause 2. This was a game that when it came out in 2010, so many people asked me to play it. And
And
I
you
had
didn't
no
play it
clue
for
why
long.
at the time. I was like, I don't understand why people would want to see me play this game. And then later on, a lot of people contacted me and said, well,
A
Phil,
lot of people.
you know, it really was, it has a lot of destructible environments and stuff that's very unique to the game. What was the game that I played? It was very
Is this the
early on. It was
pre-stream
one
for
of
his
my
Just
very
Cause
first, it was
2
my
stream
first
now?
Hateful Truth review. Oh my god, what the hell was it? I can't even remember the name of the game anymore because
so
they canceled
much
the whole fucking
filler
gameplay
talk.
series. But I remember the first game that I've done a review on, it had like highly destructible environments, and I think that's why people wanted to see me play Just Cause 2, is because it's so unique in that regard.
All right, wait.
And so I was actually pretty
All right, this is
thrilled when-
nitpicking, obviously. But he doesn't remember the first game he ever reviewed. But when IGN give a game a high score, he says they didn't compare it to their other reviews. So he expect those people to know every game they reviewed, and he doesn't even remember the first game he reviewed, personally. That's
A
fair.
fan of mine, Tyler, shout out to
Tyler.
Tyler for sending me the game, sent me his copy of the game on Xbox 360 because I'd wanted to try this game out for years and never really had the opportunity. And now that we knew Just Cause 3 is coming out December 1st, it was announced at E3, this was the perfect time
Looking at that
to check
chat.
out the game.
Holy
But
shit.
I had to let everyone know, and I did. When I started playing
Not
this
gonna
game, I had
finish
to let
it
everyone
because you
know,
don't want
listen,
people like me to talk,
new
talk
releases
shit
are coming
about
out
it.
in 2 weeks. There is not enough time for me to do a full playthrough of Just Cause 2. This game, from what I've heard, can be, if you do everything in the game, could be hundreds of hours of gameplay. If you're just going to beat the story of the game, could still take upwards of 20 or more hours of gameplay. And I don't have that much time. I just don't. I
When you
wanted
play
to
video
definitely
games 6
enjoy
hours
it
a day and
see
do
the
nothing
game
else,
and
you
see
don't have
exactly
20
what
hours
it
of time to waste.
was. You know what I mean?
You know what
but
I
at the
mean?
same time, I certainly didn't want to commit to everyone
What
and
the
say, I'm
fuck is he
playing the
looking
whole
at?
game and lie to you, because that would be messed up. You know, I don't want to be dishonest. So I started playing the game yesterday with that as a preface, so everyone knew up front it was not
I'm not
going to be a
even
full
gonna pause and
playthrough.
talk
In fact,
about it.
if you notice on YouTube, the playlist doesn't even say Just Cause 2 playthrough. It just says Just Cause 2, because I knew I was never going to get to the end of the game in the amount of time that I have to play it. And I sucked. Oh my god, I could not get the grasp of these controls. Day
It took
one,
him about
yesterday,
6 years to admit being bad at the game.
I fucking blew a big fucking huge donkey baloney dick playing this game. I couldn't fucking get a grasp of the fact that the grapple is a shoulder, but if you grapple twice, you'll pull out like you'll boost yourself, but a parachute comes out, and if you use the parachute in conjunction with the grapple, you can get height and elevation. But then when you're grappling, you can accidentally pull out the parachute by pressing A when you're trying to go up. But sometimes you have to press A to jump while you're grappling. So sometimes I would jump, and sometimes I would pull out the parachute. And then there was the driving mechanics and the fact that you could latch things with the hook. And oh my god, it was like boop, right over my head, and I looked like a buffoon.
Yet again, is this a pre-stream or is this the weekend preview? I don't
Trying
get
to
it.
play this game. I will 100%
You could tell.
admit
Wait.
that.
I gotta
did
pause it.
terrible.
My bad. The last Hate Live, wasn't that shit like a week ago? You can kind of tell it was, because what does he really have? What does he really have to talk about? Nothing. He talking about the games he played. He talking about the games he play every day. So Hate Live is pretty much useless besides his YouTube history, and that's something he just started doing this morning in his 2 special guest thing. This should pretty much just be a 1 hour long podcast with no live stuff at all, just him airing his 2 special guest segment. Because all of this is
This
kind
game
of
on my first session.
kinda
Well,
shitty.
people were actually so nice. They said, Phil,
Kinda
you know,
shitty.
okay. When we played the game for the first time, we kind of sucked at it too. But we stuck at it. Here's some tips, things that people have learned over the years playing this game, and you'll do much better. And overnight, literally overnight, people sent me lots of tips about this is how you grapple better, this is how you fly better, this is how you take over a base, which I didn't even understand. How do you take over a base? What am I doing? I didn't know I was supposed to look for items and that there was a radar that I was supposed to use to tell where the items were on the world map and all this. I had no fucking clue, like no concept of this, because the game didn't really explain it. And today, I played for about another 3 hours, and oh my god, what a different experience I had today. Really, I had tons of fun. I had chain guns, I was blowing up temples and shit, things were exploding everywhere. I went to this island that had an EMP and soldiers that were 100 years old, and I was fighting them, and then I was doing all this crazy shit, blowing up bases, and oh man, it was a lot of fun. I could certainly understand now, after playing the game for a day and knowing what the fuck I was doing, I could firsthand understand why people liked this game so much back in 2010. I've never played a game, and by the way, no loading. Like, there was no load. You can go through this entire open world map, this huge fucking map of the game, and there's no fucking loading?
Whoa.
Like, it blows my mind. Now, keep in mind, this was before
No
Grand Theft Auto
loading.
5, by 3 years.
Whoa.
So, you know, back when you were playing other games like this, the only other game I could think of that had an open world without any significant loading was Grand Theft Auto 4, but even then, I think the
San
graphics of
Andreas
this
not
game
have
beat
loading?
Grand Theft Auto 4. So
And
I'm
you was
actually
able to go
quite
inside of buildings in that
impressed
game.
with this game.
I feel like San Andreas didn't have loading, and you can go inside of buildings and shit. It looked like shit
excuse me.
compared to Just Cause,
And
too.
I had a lot of
but
fun playing it
it's a
today.
different console generation,
And
too.
I'm going to play a little bit
Hold
more.
on,
In fact,
I might
I'm
be
going to talk
wrong.
about the schedule just right now. It's the next thing I'm talking about.
Is this
But
the weekend preview?
Unfortunately, it looks like not
You're
a lot of
looking
people are
mad,
very
DSP.
interested in seeing. I think what happened was, oh, Phil's going to play Just Cause 2, great. And then I said, but I'm not doing a full playthrough. I don't want to promise you something I can't, I don't have time to do. And everyone's like, oh, well, then forget it. Because it seems to be what
I love
happened.
how
A lot
he
of
mocks
people
his
tuned in for the
viewers so
stream
much.
yesterday. And after seeing me play this game for like maybe 20, 30 minutes and hearing me say that I wasn't going to play it full time, the stream attendance like dipped. And the videos on YouTube are doing horrible. Like, no
You
one
got
really
the game
cares.
for free.
And I hate to say it, but
Shut the fuck
oh
up.
well, to me it's no skin off my back, and the reason is I wasn't going to do a full playthrough of the game anyway, and this really, the only reason for me to play this game now was for me to get a little bit of background, so when Just Cause 3 comes out, I don't do terribly at it. At least I know what's going on in the game, I understand some of the mechanics, rather than me go, imagine if I had played Just Cause 3, you know, completely blind, not knowing anything, I would have.
This is coming from the dude that played Metal Gear Solid 2 first during his YouTube career. But okay.
I would have fucking probably
He
raged and
allegedly
said the
played
game
Metal Gear
sucked
Solid
when
4
it was just,
before
you
he
know, it was
started
a learning
YouTube, but I
curve.
don't think he's
You know, to the
finished it.
game. And, you know, that's different. I used to do that all the time with games that I played, and now I realize after raging, right, you calm down a
You
little, you
raged
reapply
anyway.
yourself, you come back, you listen to constructive feedback, and you do better.
You
And
listen to
I did the same
constructive
thing in Metroid
feedback.
Prime last week, and I've done the same thing in Just Cause 2, and I'm learning. If anything, if that doesn't show that I'm evolving as a gamer, I don't know
What?
what could.
Really?
But, I'm doing my best, you know.
Okay. It took
It
you
only
6
took,
years
what,
to
7
evolve.
years for me to get to
7
this
years
point,
to
and
evolve.
ever onward and ever upward, you know what I mean?
All right, then.
So that being said,
That's a really shitty Pokemon
here's
that
the
takes
deal,
7 years to
ladies and
evolve.
gents. Here's the deal. This next week, I'm going to run through the schedule for everyone,
right.
so everyone knows what's going on.
Weekend preview still.
Tomorrow is Friday, and tomorrow there will not be any live
I gotta be
streaming
an asshole
or
and
gameplay. 'cause I'm taking-
superbly nitpick this shit again. But today is Thursday. By the time most people see this, it'll be Friday, maybe even Saturday. He does his weekend preview on Sunday. What the fuck is the point of him telling us the schedule if he's gonna make a video telling us the schedule on Sunday? Nothing else to talk about. Don't do a Hey Live every week, DSP. You should not have done one last weekend this week. That is
taking the day.
Wow.
I'm not really
That's
taking the day off.
Hey
I keep
Live
saying that. I'm
overload.
going to be busy all day working. It's
Working.
just going to be offline stuff. I'm going to talk in a little bit about what that's going to be. Okay.
Working.
Saturday I will return with the gameplay
Wow, stop
stream.
drinking
It's
whatever
going to be
you're
the
drinking if you gotta
continuation
burp
of the
so much.
Godfather co-op with Leanna and I.
Leanna, my girlfriend.
We're nearing the probably the last quarter to third to quarter
Isn't
of the game.
Leanna a command?
Last time we played, people said you're around maybe
think she is.
65% done,
Let's see.
maybe almost 70% done with the story of the game. So we assume maybe 2 more streams,
Yep,
and
Leanna
we'll
is a
probably
command.
finish up the Godfather. At most 3, but probably it's going to end up being around 2.
Is he gonna
okay?
mention Project 7? Looking at the chat.
So
There you go.
that's going to be this Saturday. Sunday, I'm going to go back to
But we
Fallout
know.
New Vegas. So
We know
Sunday
already.
will be the resuming of Fallout New Vegas.
Because
That'll
he
be my
posts a
gameplay
schedule
stream for
on
Sunday.
Twitter every single
Monday,
fucking
we
night.
resume 2 streams a day.
And he do
so
a
Monday
video
will
dedicated
be
to what he's
Just
gonna do
Cause 2
the
on the
week.
first stream
Whatever,
and
I'm not even
Metroid
gonna
Prime on the
complain anymore.
second stream.
My bad.
Tuesday will be Fallout New Vegas on my first stream, and yes, I will be playing Tales from the Borderlands episode 4 of 5. Episode 4 is being released this coming Tuesday.
So
I'll be
excited.
playing that on my second gameplay stream this
It's
coming
always second
Tuesday,
stream
just
'cause
to
it get
let
low
everyone
views.
know. I'm doing it then because it's no guarantee it's going to be out early enough on
No,
Steam for
it's
me to
'cause it
do it
get
as
low
the first
views.
stream. And typically those episodes are 90 minutes to 2 hours long, so it's
And
a
because they
perfect
get low
fit
views.
for my second gameplay stream. That will be Tuesday.
And because
okay?
they get low views.
Wednesday, I'll be doing more Just Cause 2 and more Metroid. Thursday, I'll be doing more
What is
Fallout
this?
New Vegas. And the second stream is up in the air, and the reason I say that is because I don't know if I'm going to be beating Metroid on that second stream that Wednesday.
Somebody
If I
hammer it
do,
outside.
amazing. If not, maybe I'll take that Thursday night to reapply myself
Oh,
and
man.
try to beat Metroid Prime. So that way it's done, and that way it's not like a giant fucking
Why am I laughing
cliffhanger, and
at
people
this?
are, oh my god, I wanted to see Phil beat this game,
It's
and he never
hilarious.
beat
It's
it.
just hilarious.
I'd rather
I'm
beat it and
outside
get it
hammering
done before
something.
we head into the
At
new releases.
almost 10
okay?
o'clock at night.
And then of course, the Friday
the
after
fuck?
that again, I'll be taking away from live streaming and yada yada yada. We'll talk a little bit more about that as we get towards it, because I want to see how far did I get in Metroid, and will we have maybe, and I'm only saying this as a maybe. There is a
You're
chance.
looking for Kojima again.
All right, that within the
Either that or Evil
few
AJ.
days between that time, so let's say that would be maybe August 23rd or sometime
That
on August
gaming calendar.
24th, there is a chance, it's only a chance, that I may be able to take some time to either, number one, return to Splatoon, which is something that I said I really wanted to do this month, but I didn't know if I
No,
was going to have time
you
to do
promised
it. I
you
know
would
people
do
are,
it when
well,
you
Phil,
did
you
your
played it
review.
in May, but there's been insane amounts of new content when you return to Splatoon to
No,
play it
you
and test
said
it
you
out,
would do
now
it.
that all the new content is out. There's
No.
a chance I'll do that
Chance.
on either the 23rd or the 24th of August, and if this Batman Arkham Knight DLC actually does come out and ends up not being something that's a complete time waster, I would consider doing it during those days as
I'll
well.
consider looking
okay?
at the chat while I talk and taking a sip. Nice.
So
Still, there you
it's
go.
totally up in the air, depending on how everything else goes, whether or not I have time to do those. There's a chance, but I don't want to promise anyone anything.
your
But
shenanigans.
the new releases officially begin August 24th. I have pre-released the first big game of the hardcore gaming season.
Hardcore
It's called
gaming
Until
season.
Dawn.
Until
It's this
Dawn.
thriller-style horror game starring Hayden Panettiere.
I don't know who that is because I don't watch TV. Google hardcore gaming season. Right now, Google hardcore gaming season. I don't want to go on a field trip. I don't want to risk fucking stuff up. But Google hardcore gaming season and let me know what you find. You're going to find like a couple of random links that won't link to something saying the term hardcore gaming season. Besides that, you'll find this dude for his hardcore gaming season giveaways. You might find a couple of tweets. You might even find a couple of YouTube videos. He's the only one that uses that fucking term. And it's a stupid term. Because I was at hardcore gaming season when the only games that come out are games, you know, pretty much everyone plays. I don't know. If you're a hardcore gamer, that means you play everything, kinda. So maybe that's it. I don't fucking
Who was
know.
actually an actress who was
Just
the
call it
star
the
of the
Winter
Heroes
Time
television
or
show that I watched
Fall
about 9
or-
years ago, and I loved that
I don't know,
show.
whatever.
And apparently it's supposed to have
It's
other
like a
Hollywood
buzzword
actors and
for
stuff
him.
in it too. So it's getting a midnight release, which means it's actually a 9 p.m. release here on the West Coast. I'm going to be doing a special premiere stream at 9 p.m. Pacific time, Monday, August 24th. So be here on stream.
Special stream at 9 p.m. his time. Holy shit. He's going to stay up so late for us.
For
and not
around 3
watch
hours
movies.
of this cool game that's being released that night.
Cool game.
And then I'll be playing that all that day, Monday and Tuesday, or Tuesday and Wednesday, excuse me, and possibly even on Thursday, to try to get as far into the game as I possibly can before I
Who-
get
who
busy
the fuck
with
does
some other
this
stuff
when they
that coming
talk?
weekend. We'll talk more about that, but just for
whatever,
those who are, because I know
whatever.
there's people, when is Phil playing a new game? Well, there has to be a new game. This is the first official big new game of the hardcore gaming season.
Didn't like a fucking Naruto game or Naruto, however you pronounce it. Didn't one of those games come out? He skipped so much fucking games, and then he have the nerve to act like no new games are coming out. Give me a break.
And I'll be playing at a special
Whatever.
9 p.m. Launch stream on August 24th. And now I will admit this, but not
While I'm
admit
looking
this,
at the
but
chat.
say this publicly. No, I am not playing Gears of War Ultimate Edition. A lot of people have asked
Nice.
me, Phil, are you going to play it? The answer is no. And there's a couple reasons. Number one, because it's been a fairly dead summer, and if you're going to release an Ultimate Edition of the game, you should probably release it during the fucking dead time of the summer when everyone has time to play it. Not the first week of the hardcore gaming season when everyone's getting ready to play the big releases or has...
No. The true quote right there is you should release it during the summertime when I have nothing else to do for my YouTube channel and when I want some easy views. That's when you should release your ultimate version of a game devs. Release it when YouTubers can play it during the downtime of the summer. That's when you should put your games out.
The releases to play, that's not when you fucking release it. Stupid. It
Stupid.
really is stupid. I'm much more interested in Until Dawn
because it's
than
new.
playing Gears of War 1. Sorry, I just am. I think it's a really dumb decision by
Because Until
Microsoft. And of
Dawn
course,
get
if the
more
game
views.
sells poorly, Microsoft will make the excuse or make up, complain and whine instead of just saying we had poor release timing for this game. But I digress. It's a terrible time to release that game, for me at least, in my opinion.
Also, Until Dawn is a PS4 exclusive. Gears of War is an Xbox One exclusive. It's a completely different system. But whatever.
There's no way I could fit that in with Until Dawn that week. There's just no way. Because later that week I got a day I'm taking off to spend with Leanna for her birthday as we...
There's no way I can play it because I have to take a day off and run around the town with my fucking daughter. No, child slave. What? Wow. This has to be the laziest full-time gamer on the internet. Flat the fuck out. Flat the fuck out.
Always do in late August, and
But I'm not trying to
there's an
make this into a
incredibly
slanderous,
good chance that we're going to be going to PAX
Whoa,
Prime for one day. So in 2 days out...
What? No. That wasn't supposed to happen. Out of nowhere, it went to 1080-60. What? Get out of here. We ain't going down that road. Nope. 1080-60. My computer can't even do that when I'm not streaming. Oh, and I gotta rewind manually. God. God damn it, YouTube. You on your bullshit? I never watched videos at 1080-60, you fucking bastard. And they had it playing at 240p earlier on. Ain't this about a bitch? Okay, this is a sip.
Excuse me.
What were we?
And I had a lot of fun playing it today. And I'm going to play a little bit more. In fact, I'm going to talk about the schedule just right now. It's the next thing I'm talking about.
Okay, let's go forward a little bit.
But, unfortunately,
fucking bullshit.
on that second stream that Wednesday. If
Wait,
I do,
no.
I mean,
is YouTube trolling me? Okay, 360. Okay,
if
good.
not, maybe I'll take that Thursday night
What
to
the
reapply
fuck?
myself and try to beat Metroid Prime.
Oh, I'm so
so that
fucked
way
up in the timing now.
Tuesday will be Fallout New Vegas on my first stream, and yes,
Oh my
I will be
God,
playing
this is
Tales
awful.
from the Borderlands episode. You never beat it. I'd rather beat it and get it done before we head into the new releases. Okay.
What the fuck?
And then of course, the Friday after that, again, I'll be taking away from live
get this
streaming
chat
and
out
yada
of
yada
here.
yada. We'll talk a little bit more about that as we get towards it because I want to see how far did I get in Metroid.
YouTube
and
wrecked me.
Maybe, and I'm only saying
Randomly
this as a
send me the
maybe.
fucking
There is a
1080-60 out of
chance.
nowhere.
All
Holy
right.
shit.
That within the few days between that time, so let's say that would be maybe
I don't even
August
know where I was at.
23rd
I know he was talking about
or
Gears of War. I don't
sometime
know
on
if I'm
August
past that or
24th,
before
there is
that.
a chance, it's only a chance,
Okay, we passed
that
this.
I may be able to take some time to either, number one, return
Holy shit.
Monday, August 24th. So be
YouTube is being weird.
here to play.
Chill out,
That's
YouTube.
not when you fucking release it.
Here we
Stupid.
Holy crap.
It really is stupid. I'm much more interested in Until Dawn
That
than
was
playing
awful.
Gears of War 1. Sorry, I just
1080p,
am. I think it's a really
60
dumb
fucking
decision
frames a
by
second.
Microsoft. And of course, if the game
This
sells
camera can't
poorly,
even record 60
Microsoft will make the
frames.
excuse or make up, complain and whine instead of just saying we have
That
poor
was
release
awful.
timing for this game. But I digress. It's a terrible time to release that game. For me, at least,
Let
in
me
my
guess, it
opinion,
completely broke
there's
the
no
fucking
way I
record.
could fit that in with Until
guarantee
Dawn
you
that
it
week.
did.
There's just no way. Because later that week, I got a day I'm taking off to spend with Leanna for her birthday, as we always do in late August. And there's an incredibly good chance that we're going to be going to PAX Prime for one day. So with 2
One
days
day.
out already that week, no, I can't play 2 full games that week. Not going to happen. So I'm not going to be playing Gears
The
of War
laziest full-time game
Ultimate
ever.
Edition. Sorry, Microsoft. You had the whole fucking summer to release this remaster. You didn't. So I'm not playing it. I'm too busy with new stuff. Okay? Okay. So, that's the rough idea of what's going on with that. Let's talk a tiny bit about Patreon, and then we'll talk a tiny bit about Project 7, and then I want to get into the next subject before we get to our guests tonight. Patreon. First of all, those who were July patrons, as of right now, I probably got a pretty decent amount of responses from patrons for the month of July. And I just want to let you know tomorrow that I am taking off from gameplay and live streaming. I'm going to be working on getting all of your perks. So if you need a forum upgrade, I'm forwarding that information to my webmaster. He should have you upgraded within a day or two, okay? If you're looking for a t-shirt, I'm going to get all that ready. And
wait. So, okay. Today is August the 13th. All right. If I donated to his Patreon last month, that means I got charged in the beginning of this month. It's the same shit I complain about every fucking month, by the way. But if I donated last month, that means I got charged at the beginning of this month. Today is August the 13th. He's going to take August the 14th off to forward information from the people that donated last month and paid this month to get their forum upgraded. So he's going to forward the information to his mod. I'm not even going to say his name because I'm going to end up curted. Just ignore that. But he's going to forward his information to his mod, his main mod for his website. And they're going to get their forum upgraded if they even fucking have one in the next day or two. So that means I give him money in July, get charged in the beginning of August, and quite literally in the middle of August, the middle of the month after I've already paid, I get my forum upgraded. He doesn't even have to do work. He has to give the information to his fucking mod, and he does the work. For real. And I get mad about this every month because it seems ridiculous. Why would anybody even want that? Why would anybody say, yes, Dark Side Phil, I want to be labeled as a dude that donated money to you on your website. I want to be an auspicious patron. Who the fuck would want to be that?
Get it packaged up and on its way to you tomorrow. If you're looking for a private Q&A video, as long as you've sent me your questions, which a couple people did, I'll be filming those and releasing those tomorrow. So, yada, yada, yada. Long story short, tomorrow, July patron perks will be processed. And I just want to let everyone know, as of today, and I think it was earlier this week when I actually did it, but as of today, it is official. The goals for the month of August on my Patreon account are live. If you want to check them out, you can go to patreon.com/DarksidePhil and check them out. There's 3 this month. Number 1, financing of the Best and Worst of DSP Classics montage series that's going to be going on during September. So this is quite interesting because
finances montages that get more views than some of his whole fucking playthroughs. Finance him doing a thing and then putting ads on a thing he does, even though the thing get more views than other things he do for free. Free. What? That's like saying, give me money to make a movie, and then I'm going to make the movie and sell it, but the movie is going to make more money than anything else I've ever done in my life. Which is actually what some people do. But that's kind of shit.
This is the very first month where it's the hardcore gaming season, the busy fall
that's
gaming season.
That's my opinion on
I'm
DSP
still going to be taking time out to work on montage series and patron playthroughs because it's part of Patreon, right? So I am. That's one goal. If we hit that goal, I will do the best and worst of the DSP Classic series during the month of September. Number 2, the continuation of Fallout New Vegas so that I could actually take time away from the new games that are going to get all the views, right? To maybe...
People paid him to play Fallout New Vegas last month. He knew he wouldn't finish it, but he closed the voting early so he could play it. And now you have to pay him more if you want him to keep playing it. But nope, he doesn't put stuff behind a paywall at all. Nah. The people that say that are just haters, and they just want to be like him, and they just making shit up. You know, because if you have to pay to keep seeing something, it's not behind a paywall. Because,
a couple times a week play Fallout New Vegas. So that's
DSP
the other
logic.
goal. But the big goal for the month of August, just so you know, for everyone,
Project 7?
is the return of the
7.
Indies Mini Marathon. Yes, indie games. I did 2 marathons of this so far this year. Both were pretty damn
You better not
successful.
say 7
Overwhelmingly,
hours.
people loved it. They said it's great variety. It breaks up the content that you do.
Yeah,
We
better
get
not
the
say
chance to
7
see a
hours this
variety of
time.
games. So I'm bringing it back for the month of
'Cause you know
September.
them
Right
haters
now,
are gonna say you didn't
tentatively,
do it for 7
it's scheduled
hours.
for
I'm gonna be one
Monday,
of 'em.
September 28th, if the goal gets financed through Patreon.
Financed.
All right. Which
Not a-
means
not a
if you
paywall.
pledge $5 or more
But if he doesn't get
in
paid,
the
it
next
won't
2.5
happen.
weeks to
Not
my
a paywall.
Patreon account, you'll be able to nominate what games will be in this indie mini marathon, and then you'll be able to vote. Once certain games are nominated, you'll be voting and determining what games directly I'll be playing. And I know for a fact, since the last time I played indie games, lots of people want to see me continue.
Remember, if you want to see him, I love how he's just talking about Patreon so long, by the way, during Hey Live. But if you want to see him do this indie marathon, you have to pledge now, or at least before the end of this month. You have to pledge before the end of this month. You're going to get charged next month. During next month, you're going to vote. The month after next month, you're going to get the marathon. I think that's right. Let me see, August. Well, no, I think he's doing a marathon in September, so never mind. I think you might actually vote next month, and then it happens next month. I don't know. I need to actually look that up. I will go on a field trip, but I don't want to break everything. Damn, I'm legitimately interested now. Let me see here. You were paid now. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see here. Support Dog Side Field as it loads. Gaming content created since 2008. Remember when it? Wow, look at that dollar number. It's kind of low. Remember when it used to say since before was cool? Yeah, his business cards still say that. In March, I held the series, blah 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 blah. Other games. Wow, all of that text for no reason. And it's going and late September, set for September 28. All right then. That will be at least run for 7 hours. So run for 7 hours mean that's including breaks. So that's great. Remember when he said 7 hours of gameplay for Crash Bandicoot, and then he didn't do that twice and he changed it? So yeah, if you vote, well, if you pay now, you get to vote next month, and it's also going to happen next month. Huh. Fair enough.
Stuff
I'll
like
let
this
him
game
have
called
that.
Papers, Please, that a lot of people enjoyed watching me play.
Papers,
Some
Please
people
is
want to
boring
see
as
me
fuck.
continue the game To the Moon.
To the
which it
Moon
looks
was
like if I
boring
play
as
it one more
balls.
time, I may be able to finish it.
No.
So, and
Shit
of course,
was
I'm sure
awful to
there's
watch.
new indie games that people are going to say we'd like to see you play as well. So all that is possible if I hit my top goal for the month of August. So please check it out. Patreon.com/DarkSidePhil for as little as $1. You can qualify for some really cool perks, like getting a special thank you, getting your name shouted out or written as a thank you in a video, getting a Project 7 t-shirt, getting your questions answered on Ask the King. Some really cool perks. Check it out if you get a chance. But, of course, the more important thing is you're directly getting power to control my content. You get to vote on what games I'll be playing in the Indie Marathon. You get to contribute to the content. Look at the soundproofing foam, the microphone I'm using here, the fact that I'm using green screen for stuff is all a direct result of Patreon stuff. If you haven't seen concrete results of Patreon improving my business, you must have your eyes closed and your ears plugged, because this year, in my opinion, has been the best year that I've put out videos quality-wise, just because of the fact that I'm not just doing the same thing every day, but Patreon is a critical reason why I think things are successful this year. So, thank you to those of you who have pledged. Thank you to those of you who are considering pledging. If you can't pledge, it's not a big deal. As long as you come and you watch the content, that's all I really care about. But there are people who like to go the extra mile, like to see me continue to do this. And
because when people complained about him playing something, he more or less said if you didn't pay and you didn't vote, then you don't have the right to complain. But whatever.
Continuously
I'm
improve.
sure he would say he
That's
never
what
said
it's all
that.
about. And thank you to you. Patreon.com/DarkSidePhil. Give it a look. There's about 2.5 weeks left in the month to pledge, and obviously I'll be giving a little bit more plugs and stuff about it as we approach the end of the month.
Take a sip.
One final thing. If you do go to my Patreon page right now, you're going to notice something. You're going to say, whoa, when the month ended, the month of July, it said that Phil had like over $1,450 of pledges. Now it says he has less than $1,250. What gives?
Trolls.
Well, I'll be honest. I got a little fed up because there's a few people who've been pledging to my Patreon
Trolls?
for multiple months now.
No,
And
not trolls,
some of
then.
them pledging large amounts. Like there's a couple people pledging like $75, and they're not actually doing it. I think that they're fakers. They're in there to try to
You've been getting
overinflate my
trolled.
amount to make it look like I'm making tons of money on
He got trolled
Patreon, and then
last
they don't. It
month.
doesn't charge through. It always gets declined. So there's a couple people on there for 2 or 3 months now have had their pledges in there, and every month it gets declined. I send them a message, hey, I don't know if this was an accident or not. Please update your info. They don't, and then it gets declined again. So I got rid of them. I gave them Das Boot. Now they
got
might
rid of
reapply
them.
again, and I might give them another shot. But please,
He
you know,
might
if you're
give
gonna
them
pledge to
another
my
shot,
Patreon, I
another
hope that
shot
you're
to
serious
donate
about it.
money to
Understand
him.
that there is no way for me to control that or know who's a serious pledgee or not. You know, that's why when you see, oh, Phil's making all this, he's so successful on Patreon, I don't get that much money. There's a lot of people on there who their pledges don't go through. It's usually several $100s every month discrepancy between the goal that I set and what I actually make. So understand that, okay? And that's why you'll see
love
that
how you
the
never really
amount has
talked about
dropped
this
for
until
now,
last month.
But hopefully we'll get people who will
whatever.
pledge now over the next couple of weeks to make up for that discrepancy, okay?
He won't get new people.
All right. So, I have one news story to talk about
Oh, God.
tonight on the stream.
Not
Then we're going to talk a
YouTube,
little bit
huh?
about the history of YouTube, and then we're going to have our
No.
special guests on, okay? So, the one news story that actually apparently came out this morning that surprised
care
the hell
about
out of
this.
me. For me, this is news. For you, it probably won't be. Well, I talk about stuff that's pertinent to me and that I think I can give some personal experience or at least my take on. How many of us here who are live on stream tonight watched Sesame Street when we were growing up as kids? Whether it was, you know, educational purposes to learn your ABCs, or maybe it was the show that you're, oh, look, it's the puppets and they're dancing on the screen. Your parents would show, oh, Sesame Street, right? How many of us watched Sesame Street when we were kids? Raise your hand right now. Raise it up.
He's gonna say
All right, I
something
can't
smart.
see your hands. I don't know why
Told
people
ya.
fall for this every podcast. I can't see your hand.
I knew he
raised
would
up.
say something smart.
But I get the feeling that at least if you're in my age range or even maybe a little bit younger than me, you probably watched Sesame Street while you were growing up. This is one of the first shows you probably watched to learn the alphabet and counting and stuff like that. And I did. For when I was a kid, I watched Sesame Street. And I remember it was all the classic characters, you know, Grover,
Why are we talking
and
about Sesame Street? I'm
Snuffleupagus and
lost.
Big Bird, and Oscar the Grouch, and Cookie Monster, you know, all the famous characters. And later on, much later on, they added characters like Elmo, and so there's some characters they have on the show now. I don't know who the hell these characters are. It's so funny. They got
Yeah,
this
because
girl
you're
Muppet
33
now.
years old.
I don't even know her name. She looks nothing like the other characters on Sesame Street. You know what I mean? No, she looks
the point?
nothing
I'm looking at
like
the chat
them.
right
Like,
now.
she looks just like a Muppet from 20 years later. Like, why is she on the show? Or they couldn't even make her look like the other cast. I don't know. But I digress. Sesame
Please
Street
digress.
has been running for
I
like
haven't
a
seen Sesame
ridiculously
Street in
long.
like
I'm
15
33
years.
years old and I watched it
How
when I
does
was
he
a
still
little kid.
know some of the
so that doesn't give you
characters?
some
Or
perspective
at
of how
least how
long
do
the
you even
show's been
look?
running. There you have it. It's always been on PBS, public broadcasting in the United States, which means that it's on a public station. What this means is that the show doesn't make any money. It doesn't run advertisements. It's not in the business of making
So
money.
YouTube is
It's
like
not
PBS?
It's not even competing
Is that
really
what
with
he's
other
gonna get at?
TV shows that are on normal channels. It's supposed to be publicly funded
Donate to
because it
PBS's
is an
Patreon.
educational show to help your kids.
Links
So
today.
different foundations, different charities and groups will fund the show so that the show can go on in future years. Well, unfortunately,
Just
and I
like
hate to say this,
your YouTube channel.
what we've heard is that apparently the show has been having issues with funding. Like, as of late, it's not that people don't want to watch
My
the show,
Muppets.
but let's face it, television is changing in a big way. Not so many people are raising up
Muppets
their
need a
television
YouTube
controllers,
account.
turning on the television
And
and
a
watching it
Patreon.
live anymore. A lot of people now are watching everything on demand. They watch
Mm-hmm.
their stuff on the internet, on services like Netflix or Hulu or whatever it is that you might use. And because of that, for whatever reason, Sesame Street really isn't making a lot of money funding-wise anymore, and they've been looking kind of desperately for other methods to get some funding.
Drugs.
And there was a big announcement this morning
Take a sip. There you go.
that for the first time ever in its entire history, Sesame Street was leaving public broadcasting, but not full-time. I'll explain. Sesame Street,
going to
if
Blip
you can
TV?
believe it, is going to HBO. Yeah, home box office. It's that channel that used to be a movie channel back in like the 80s and
sounds
90s.
creepy.
And then in the 2000s, they got really
Sesame Street on
popular for making The
HBO.
Sopranos. And then they moved into other shows like Deadwood and Luck and Boardwalk Empire, and of course Game of Thrones is their big one now. And you know,
He said that like he
HBO
hate
is certainly
Game
not
of
known
Thrones.
as any kind of a channel that you would go to for children's programming. In fact, 90% of the shows that are on HBO have titties and dicks flopping around about. And so you might say,
Titties and
what the
dicks
hell, you know, this is going to be on
flopping
HBO.
All
But
right,
what a
man.
lot of people don't
Look at that
realize, okay,
Titties and dicks
is that number
flopping
one,
about.
HBO does actually have its own family kind of division that has kids programming, and number two,
None of us know
HBO is
this.
actually
I don't
known
know,
for
but I don't
having a
watch TV.
partnership with the people
people that
who make
watch TV
Sesame
don't know
Street.
this.
In the 1980s, they solely financed this show called Fraggle Rock. It was a
Fraggle
Muppet show.
Rock.
It didn't have the Muppets from like Kermit or any of
No
that
shit.
group. But it was its own cast of Muppets. It was these creatures that lived underground, and they had all this cool, you know,
we getting to hit-
mythical adventures.
He still didn't get to
There
his
were
point
humans
yet. I
involved
just
in the
noticed
show. There
that.
were giant, like mythical monsters called
We
Gorgs
still
in the
didn't get to
show.
the point.
I grew
Holy
up watching
shit.
the
This
Fraggle
is
Rock.
amazing.
And it had a lot. It was like 5 seasons. It was a very successful show. It was one of the highest rated
My
children's
brother
shows
grew
of
up
all time
watching
at the
Fraggle
time.
Rock, and he's 30.
And
So, yep.
it actually did
That makes
very
sense.
well for having a children's show exclusive to HBO. Now, what they're saying with Sesame Street is that they are pulling it from PBS as a
Good
new
point.
release show. And what I mean by that is the new shows are going to air on HBO, and they're only going to be on HBO for about 9 months. After 9 months of running exclusively on HBO, then they're going to show on PBS.
I don't get it.
So
Is
basically,
Sesame
kids
Street
watching
like
the shows on
YouTube?
PBS because their parents can't afford
Is this
HBO
YouTube channel
are
like
not going to be able to
Sesame
watch
Street?
Sesame Street for about 9 months because it's going to be reruns.
I
Then
don't
after
get
9
it.
months, they're going to have probably the highest quality fucking Sesame Street they've ever seen because HBO is full of this.
HBO makes the
and
big
HBO probably
money.
financed the shit out of the show. I would guarantee you they're probably going to have new characters.
New
they're probably going to have.
characters.
They already announced there's a spin-off show.
Fucking
There's going
sound
to be
effects,
a spin-off show
explosions
that's
and shit
starring the
during
Sesame
Sesame
Street
Street.
characters. That's not educational. It's going to be like an entertainment show
Kermit
for
might have a
kids.
fucking Bugatti.
You mean like Fraggle Rock? Yeah, it's basically going to be Fraggle Rock starring the Sesame Street characters.
Sounds yucky.
Okay, good. And you know, I hate to say it. I mean, I'm
Hate to
33
say it.
years old, but there's not a lot of stuff out there for kids to watch anymore. If you've seen some of the shit that's on television now for kids, I feel fucking bad because I grew up in the era where you had good educational programming, and then when you got to that kind of young middle age, say around 4 or 5 years old, you had the split. You could either watch shows that were they had you know, shows on television that were for girls, and then shows on TV that were for boys. For the boys, of course, that's all I know about was like He-Man, and then it was like G.I. Joe and Transformers, and then it went to like Ninja Turtles. You know, there was stuff on television. Not to say that it was the best quality. It was a lot of fluff, but at least there was some entertaining stuff. Now you watch the shit. I can't in good mind, I can't turn on a channel that's for a kid and watch it for more than 25 seconds without either getting an incredibly
Oh
splitting
man,
fucking
sorry I'm laughing so much, but it's because fucking "Let Me Ride" by Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg is playing in the background. It's pretty entertaining, but he's 33 years old. Remember that, and he's about to. I guess he's about to shit on new age TV shows for kids. Of course, a 33-year-old wouldn't like new age TV shows for kids. Just fucking
Hey.
saying.
from the nonsense that's on there, or like having to change the channel. Like I can't watch this crap that the kids watch these days, but I can watch Sesame Street all fucking day. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just the delivery system. Maybe I was desensitized to Sesame Street because I watched it as a kid. But I like everything
No, it's because you
about
grew
the
up
Henson,
with it,
the Jim
but,
Henson Muppets. The fact that the studio, you know, after all these years has persevered through all these different ownerships or whatever, it means something. The fact that Sesame Street still exists some 30 years later, you know what I mean, means that the show obviously had some value. And so that's a positive. That's a good thing. So that's the news I have. Sesame Street, even though it's having financing problems, will continue. It'll be on HBO for 9 months running of new episodes, and then it's going to go back, and PBS will get the episodes after like 9 months, so
Wait.
I don't know.
I thought this was about YouTube. Take a sip. I thought this was about YouTube.
Do I feel bad for the kids who won't have
I'm
Sesame
lost.
Street for
I
9
guess
months?
not.
Yes,
I guess
but I'm
YouTube is
happy
after
that at
this.
least to hear that
Who
the
the
show
fuck
is gonna
cares about the
continue in
Muppets?
future. So there you go.
What
all right,
demographic
now,
is he hitting?
For maybe about 15 minutes, I want to talk a little bit about YouTube. And what I mean by that is, it was funny because the other day I was watching, one night, Leanna and I, we were in bed and we were watching some videos to just, like, sometimes we watch random shit just to like wind down at night and get to sleep. And I said, you know what, we've been thinking, man, it's the summertime. Typically it was around this time when we would go on vacation together around Leanna's birthday, and we can't afford it again. It's 2 years in a row now. We can't afford to go anywhere because we're really just paying down this debt from when we moved across the country last year. And we're kind of reminiscing about the trips that we've taken in the past. We're hoping that maybe in the next year or two we can maybe go on an actual vacation in the future.
What the fuck does this have to do with YouTube?
Let's watch some of our vacation vlogs that we took from our
Wow,
vacations in the past that we went on. And so we started watching our vacation vlogs from 2012, which is our vacation where we went to Florida. And then we started watching our vacation vlogs from 2013 when we went to Philadelphia. And then subsequently later that year, we actually went to Chicago. And we're watching these vlogs, and I shit you not, we're watching the first group of 2012, and it shows me on my PC, like on my laptop in the hotel room, because we were vlogging and uploading videos. I'm looking, I'm like, man, that's right, that was back when YouTube had a different channel layout.
Let me pause before he, I'm going to let him finish the rest of his little thing with this. If I have anything else to say, I probably won't, but I'll pause if I do. But before he gets started, I just want to say, it's funny. DSP sitting at home, and he never really goes anywhere now, mainly for money reasons. But he's sitting at home, and he watching his old YouTube videos of when he was traveling. And I'm sure the first thing popped up in his mind was, damn, I had a lot more money back then. And then he also noticed that the YouTube format looked different. So now he's going to bitch about YouTube changing. All right, then. Hope you enjoy the music in the background while I'm talking, right? It's pretty entertaining to me, but it might not be too entertaining for you. Well, let's see what DSP has to say about YouTube.
Oh, man, that
15
looks different.
minutes.
And then it's 2013, early 2013, when we're in Philadelphia, and again, I'm filming the hotel room, and you look at my laptop, I'm like, the channel format's different again. It does. It looks really different. And then you fast forward again to the next vlog of the next trip, and it's another form. I'm like, holy shit, YouTube really did change their whole format of how the whole website looked 3 times within like 4 years. And then I started thinking back to when I actually started on YouTube in 2008, and I'm like, man, just think of all the changes that YouTube has gone through since I started. In 2008, when I started uploading videos, how different this site is, how different of a business model it is than when I started, okay? So, very quickly, what I would like to do here, I actually have a listing of things that I wanted to say on my phone about YouTube, alright? So, it's actually funny, I'm wearing, this shirt I'm wearing right now is a shirt that we got as a souvenir during our trip to Chicago in 2013, and that's why I actually wore it, because I thought this would be, because I'm talking about things, the thing that spurned this segment was me watching vacation vlogs. I would wear a shirt for that I got on a vacation, And now it appears that my stream chat might have crashed, because my stream chat has been frozen for about 2 minutes.
His stream chat crashed. Does this matter? Like, honestly, does it really matter? Yeah, you can restart it, fair enough, but do you have to announce it?
But the stream is still going on my laptop. I'm not going to question it. I'm just going to keep going, and if the chat moves, the chat moves. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so here's the thing, and here's what a lot of people don't realize, is that when I started on YouTube in 2008, YouTube was all about customization, individuality, and making your channel your own go-to destination on the web, alright? And what I mean by that, and well, now that my stream chat's back, but it looks like it did crash temporarily, okay. What I mean by that is that when I started on YouTube, your page was a social hub for people who wanted to watch your content. Not only did it have your featured video, which you could have auto-playing on your page, which doesn't even happen anymore, but you had auto-playing videos, so people who visited your page immediately were introduced to your content or whatever video you wanted them to see and you thought was important. Below that, you had your latest uploads, right? And then you could actually feature series of videos that you wanted people to watch, whether it was a game, whether it was a playlist, whatever it was, you could feature whatever you wanted under there. But in addition to that, there were sections on your main homepage that meant something. There was a section called favorites, where there was one time that if I watched someone else's video and I liked it, I would click it, make it a favorite. It would actually show up on my homepage on YouTube, which back then was Dark Side Phil, and people would be like, whoa, Phil liked this video, I like Phil, so I'm going to check out the stuff that Phil likes. and they would go and it would give those videos massive extra exposure on YouTube. That feature, even though you could still favorite videos, is completely worthless now and is not used at all by almost anyone anymore on YouTube. One of those things that was lost when YouTube changed the channel format. There was also a section there for likes. So even though you wouldn't necessarily see every video someone liked, you would have a list. Phil liked this video. Phil liked this video. Phil said this on this video. And you'd be able to go check that out and follow along the stuff that I did. And of course, I'm not...
He's bitching because YouTube changed the format. Like, the format he's talking about is really fucking old. The old-ass YouTube format that was probably in 2011, maybe before that, that shit was a long time ago, bruh. You still salty about that? For real? That's like a car company, bad analogy, Tom, I guess. That's like a car company being mad because they changed the fucking safety regulations for cars in 2002 or some shit, but it's 2020 or something. Like, it happened a long time ago. You could have... He could have adjusted to these changes by now. It took him... He still hasn't adjusted to these changes. He wish it was 2009 again, so he can get 100,000 views on everything he did, and everybody would leave him nice comments, and he would get one mean comment a month, and he could just block them. But now YouTube isn't that anymore, so now he hates the new YouTube layout. You know, because Darkside Phil complaining about the YouTube layout, that's gonna change it. Yep. Didn't PewDiePie fucking complain about Google Plus, and that shit still didn't get changed until soon? Not even, I can't even say recently because it didn't even happen yet, but yeah, I don't think people really care about what he got to say about the YouTube layout. It's just saying, just an assumption.
Just talking about me. This is everyone's YouTube channel back in 2008 is how it was set up.
2008.
In addition to that, there was a section for comments that people...
How many of his viewers didn't even have a YouTube channel in 2008? 2008 was a very long time ago. In 2008, I fucking watched SSOHPKC videos all day. Come on, man. You're complaining about old shit. Didn't Smokey from Friday say, why are you bringing up old shit? That's like, this is like me complaining about him making the Jew jokes in every video I do. It's old. It happened already. I complain about it sometime, but only when it's relevant. But whatever. Fuck it. This music is
as a running dialogue, almost like a chat room in a lot of ways. And it would be leaving comments, wow, with Phil, when are you going to play this game? I really liked when Phil played this game. Check it out. Did you guys see yesterday's game? And it would be a running chat of people who liked my videos who would be talking to each other. And this was before the era that I would use Twitter or Facebook or even have my own website. That was how my viewers would communicate with each other, would be primarily through this channel interface, okay? But in addition to all of that, you also had custom backgrounds. And excuse me, what a lot of people, sorry, I'm drinking seltzer, so I'm gassy. What a lot of people don't realize is that back in the day, when I started doing YouTube between 2008
I hope the
and 2010,
Tupac music in the background entertains you. But he says, I'm never going to fucking be able to stream during games, days the Saints play. I just got to say that now. But I love how he says, sorry, I'm gassy. I'm drinking seltzer water. Well, stop drinking seltzer water when you do stuff live for the internet. Whatever.
I would actually have custom artwork, custom backgrounds that fans would make for me. And I would update this every time I was playing a new game. So if you wanted to know what Phil was playing today, would you have to go to Twitter? Would you have to go to here? No. You'd go to Darkside Phil on YouTube, and you would see in the background, it would say, wow, Resident Evil 5. It would be a Resident Evil 5 background with my face plastered on it, and that would be it. And you, wow. Now I'm watching Resident Evil 5 videos of Phil playing Resident Evil 5 with a Resident Evil 5 background, with all this interactivity with the viewers. Wow, this is a cool place to be. And frequently, I remember back in 2008 all the way through 2011 when they finally did away with them, I was at the very top, like always. There was almost never a day when my YouTube channel would not be in the top viewed channel on YouTube. Now, that doesn't mean that my videos were getting the most views. Although my videos back then did get a lot of views. It wasn't, I really almost never made it to the top viewed. It was more my channel was a go-to destination. My channel was like the go-to place where you could see, wow, this is the go-to channel for gaming on YouTube. Because the guy is playing the newest game, he's doing honest commentary, it's unedited, which is what we want to see. We don't want to see a walkthrough, we want to see a playthrough. He has a cool edited background, we can interact with everyone. It was the go-to place, and my channel was very attractive compared to the other YouTube channels out there, and I constantly would be top channel, top channel, top channel. Some days I was the top channel on YouTube, which was pretty awesome. Pretty awesome for a person, especially who had no one else working with me, no partnerships with anyone. This was before I was partnered with Machinima or anything. It was all me, busting my ass doing this as a hobby. I was the top viewed on YouTube and the top channel on YouTube. That was pretty fucking cool. But then it happened. I believe it was late 2010, early 2011. I forget when it was. YouTube decided, oh, we're going to start changing everything. You know what I mean? We're going to change everything on the website because we had some guys in a back room were running their data, and they told us that more people now are watching YouTube on the fucking iPhone than on a PC. Okay, so more people are using their phones or their iPads to watch content on YouTube, so we need to change the website so it's configured to work with YouTube. And I remember at first, they tried certain things. They actually tried, the YouTube app, which still exists, by the way, the YouTube app for mobile devices. But then they realized they couldn't make any money on that. The ads wouldn't run properly, whatever the ads were. And you know, YouTube is a business solely based off of ad revenue. So if they don't make their ad revenue, they can't stay in business. So after doing this app for like a year or two, they couldn't make that work. They decided we're going to start making changes to YouTube so that basically, the individuality will be removed from the website. And what I mean by that is they decided, number one, we're going to do away with favorites. It exists, you could still favorite videos, but we're going to take them off everyone's homepage so that no one can really see them anymore. We're going to hide them in like a subsection somewhere, another tab or somewhere else, so that if someone favorites something, you can still see it if you're really active and into their shit, but it's no longer at a glance in front of you. So immediately, a YouTube creator's ability to highlight other people's content that they liked was removed immediately from the website the moment that they changed that. Number two, the comment section.
Oh, I didn't have my mic on. Son of a... I'm pissed. I'm pissed. I'm pissed. We can do it again. We can do it again. Don't worry. We can do it again. And I'm sure you're very entertained by the music in the background. But what I was saying was, you go to DSP's channel on the phone as I try to get it to fucking focus. Like I was saying earlier, I mean, I showed you pretty much what I needed to show you. The layout works, the layouts work, the favorites work, the playlists work. If you feature a channel on your YouTube channel, the feature channels work. See, you see his channel and Panda Lee and Rambo and Howard and OJ and all those other people. Feature channels work, About Me section work, playlists work. The only thing he is right about is that the ads don't always play. Because if I open one of DSP videos right now, no ad.
So things are going pretty swimmingly, right?
I open another DSP video, no
Here we
ad.
go.
I think it might take a little while for the ads to like get tied to it on mobile or some shit. But I said in one of my other videos, the reason why YouTube promotes the shit so much is because I don't think ad block exists for phones. I might be wrong, but I never got ad block to work on the phone. But no ads are playing. I got no ads to play. And I tried like 7 videos. I tried my videos that had ads on them because of Content ID. I tried DSP videos. I tried other fucking random YouTubers videos. No ads play. But banners work. Videos load fast on multiple different channels. The layouts work. The videos work. The playlists work. Feature channels work. About Me section work. All of that shit work. So almost all of his complaining is kind of for nothing. Even when you like a video, if you have your likes not private, they show. So your liked videos show. I think your favorites show too if you have it set to not being private. So all the shit he's complaining about is kind of irrelevant besides the ads not working all the time. But I guess YouTube will fix it eventually. Anyway, my bad for having it muted, which is yeah. And I see Waluigi's Taco Stand saying some videos are blocked on the phone. See, I honestly don't know about that because I'm not a primary phone person when it comes to YouTube. So if that is true, and I'm assuming it is because people don't usually lie to me in my chat, so that's kind of fucked up if a video wouldn't work on the phone but it'll work on a computer. But I love how the standard YouTube ads show this random fucking ad for something I'm sure that's crap, but whatever. Back to this,
which was a
nonsense.
Huge thing on YouTube channels.
Sorry for having
YouTube
mic
said,
muted
well,
at first.
it doesn't really work
Nothing I
properly
can
on
do about
mobile
it.
devices, so we're going to remove that. So, because it doesn't work on mobile devices, we're going to remove something that was a huge part of social interaction on YouTube people's channels. And they did. They took it, they removed it, they threw it away. And comments disappeared for a while. It actually came back
They did
later,
remove
but no
social
one used it
interaction.
anymore because no one even knew that it fucking existed because it had been gone for a while. But for me,
Okay. I have like 1,500 subs on my YouTube channel, and it's people in my discussion section. I love how I pause them in the post like, "Come at me, son." But people in my discussion section, not that many people, but people. Yeah, it's like maybe like 8 or 9 people. I even get PMs on YouTube sometimes, which is weird because the PM section is awful. But if you go to, let's go on a field trip, because why not? This is his vlog channel, but let's go to his discussion section. Oh no, my computer restarted. Well, that's bullshit, because that means my DSP bot not working. But you go to his discussion section, and I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of people that shitting on him. We got White Knight here, White Knight in the house. And yeah, look at all these discussions. And we can go to top comments, we can go to newest first. 4 hours ago, a week ago, 3 weeks ago, a month ago, 2 months ago, 2 months ago. Okay, this is a vlogging channel, not as popular as this gaming channel, fair enough. I really hope the video not desynced. I feel like it is. we go to his discussion section on his gaming channel, and that's what the shit really fucking pops off. If it loads. It's very exciting for you to see, I'm sure. Full playthroughs, live commentary, no bullshit, with the worst fucking official PSD sparkle filter thing on the little borders right there. So yeah, excited about that. It's not even loading. That's just how hype his discussion section is. It don't even load correctly. There we go. And I'm not going to read out the comments that are shitting on. I'm not going to read out any of these comments. But 2 days ago, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, 4 days ago, 4 days ago, 5 days ago, 5 days ago, 5 days ago, 6 days ago, 6 days ago, a week ago, a week ago, week ago, week ago, week ago, week ago, week ago, week ago. Yeah. His discussion channel, his discussion section is still very fucking live. What he wants to say is people not sucking my dick in my discussion section. So that's why it doesn't exist to me. But there's plenty fucking people in this discussion section. The thing is, almost everybody here is saying that he's shit or calling him shit or shitting on him in general. So there you go. And that was a field trip. Back to the show.
For me, the thing that really, it put the nail in the coffin for people visiting YouTubers' channels, all right? Two things.
Goddamn
Number
Windows
one,
updates. I
they
hate Windows
completely removed the ability to have a background on your page. It's gone.
Who
They
cares?
said first they said, well, you could have a giant banner that'll fit, and then they even did that away, and they
He got all of his backgrounds for free because it was fan art anyway. And he probably couldn't even get a good background because people that make good fan art don't make good fan art a lot for him. He only got like 2 people that make good fan art for him. And I'm sure they wouldn't be making a new YouTube layout every 2 weeks. But, I mean, really a YouTube background for real? I don't think it's that important, bro. It's a fucking YouTube background. But whatever.
said, well, give us one image and it'll like be stretched out or resized, whether you're watching it on a phone or you're watching it
Just want to say, as me being somebody that has to do all of this shit on my own, I caught hell making a fucking YouTube layout. Like, I caught hell. It took me forever to get that shit right. Because I made a picture and it didn't work for fucking phones. It looked okay for TVs. It kind of worked on computers. It took hours for me to get it right because I kind of just fucked around with it until I figured it out. But none of that matters to you, I'm sure.
your iPad or you're watching it on a laptop or at whatever, it'll be just a banner, and all you get is a banner from now on. And everyone's YouTube page was changed from this colorful, individualized, fun thing that everyone, wow, this looks great. When I go to Phil's page, I can see he's a gamer, he's into it, I know what game he's playing, this is a fun place to be. They changed it to this white textbook-looking thing that just, it's
okay,
just
I'm on
terrible.
my
And
phone
just go
on
right
YouTube.
now. Go to
How is this
anyone's
not
page.
colorful and
Anyone on YouTube.
individualized?
Guess what?
It
All
says his
pages look the
fucking
fucking
name.
same. Because they are all the same. Because YouTube's
I gave him so much free
excuse,
views
all
today.
right, for all of this,
I always
okay,
give DSP
was that
free views.
we want the website to work
How is this not
properly
individual?
on a phone. Okay? That was their excuse. That we wanted to work on a phone because we realized so many people in this day and age are using mobile devices to watch content on YouTube that we want it to work fully on everyone's phone. Okay?
Nitpicking again, kinda. But if less people watch your videos because of your fucking lube, yeah, your YouTube layout. If less people watch your videos because of your YouTube layout, holy crap, are they fucking 2-year-olds or something? Whatever.
So right now I'm loading DSP Gaming.
Oh, he doing
on
it
my
too.
phone.
Field trip.
And what you're going to see, not only, number one, look how long it takes for it to load. This is supposed to be optimized, right? They removed the...
Wow, Team iPhone apparently. I have Team Shitty Free Android phone, and it loads pretty fucking fast for me. You see here I'm on my channel. That's pretty customized, don't you think? It's my fucking little thing I made and my little picture and all that shit. I hit backspace. Let me see here. I hit backspace, type in DSP Gaming. DSP Gaming already loaded, and booyah, DSP Gaming is there. I hit search. I hit Mark, my best buddy, Markiplier show up. Don't give me shit for kind of liking Markiplier. There you go. Boom. If I can get it to focus. There you go. Your best friend, Markiplier, is there. I hit search. I hit Jim for Jim Sterling's son. There you go. Boom. Jim Sterling's son is on the fucking screen. I'm using Wi-Fi. He using Wi-Fi too. Either his iPhone is shit or his Wi-Fi is shit.
Backgrounds and the individuality from YouTube in order to optimize this for phones. Look at it.
Look how long it's taking to load. Your iPhone is garbage DSP.
Wow. That's really fucking optimized, isn't it, Google? And
No, you just have an
here,
iPhone.
And I'll stop it, and I'll restart it, and I'll try. Here, after trying 4 times, I'll probably get it to load. Try again. And it sits, and it lags. Look, optimized. Optimized for YouTube, ladies
His
and gentlemen.
iPhone is
Optimized for mobile
ass.
devices, right? Look.
Dude. I have a fucking Alcatel One Touch. Have you ever heard of that phone? No, I'm sure you haven't. It's the free phone you get from T-Mobile if your current phone is too garbage to support their new networks. And you saw how fast that shit loaded? He has a fucking iPhone that he probably spent a fucking mortgage payment on, and he can't even get YouTube to load. You need to update your iPhone or buy a new one or something, because that was trash. There's no reason this phone, this plastic thing that pretends to be a phone, should be able to operate better than a freaking iPhone. Get out of here. His phone is garbage.
Now, occasionally, I
Garbage.
can actually get YouTube to load on my phone. Right now, as you can see, it refuses to fucking load.
Let's
It
go
just
on
won't
another
load on
trip.
my phone. I'm actually going to try
see here?
to load my vlogging
Let me.
channel.
I'm going to show you how
Instead of
fast
just
I can
beginning.
do it compared to
Look,
him.
For some random reason, my
It's
vlogging
blank.
channel
It says search YouTube.
did
It's
pop
blank.
up.
Okay.
I don't know why the
We're gonna
vlogging channel
type in
popped
two
up and not my
best
regular
friends
YouTube
play. I don't
channel. You
really
tell
know
me.
what
I
two
have no
best friends
clue.
play on, but a lot of
What it
people like
did
them.
do here
Hit
is
the button.
loaded the
There
mobile
you go.
version
On their
of,
YouTube channel.
the King of Hate vlogs, which
Hit
I
the
didn't
button.
want. I actually wanted the full version.
And the video
But
was playing.
Here it is. Wow.
Look how fast I can get videos to load. I'm honestly kind of amazed at this. Who else could I look up on YouTube that's a person? Hateful Truth. Okay. We have blank search bar. Wow, this music is insane in the background. Hateful Truth. Already there. If I could fucking get it to focus. Ride this big truck. Oh shit, Mystical. And Hateful Truth. Already loaded. Yeah, DSP. Don't blame YouTube, blame your phone.
It looks great,
Sorry.
doesn't it? It really, I mean, you know, that banner that they optimized for mobile devices that's tiny and microscopic on my screen, it really looks good, doesn't it? And we got a video here, but if I click on the video, look, I click, it kind of loads. Your video will play after an ad. Now it's going to play an ad for me. Oh, it is. Holy shit. I thought my phone was muted. It started playing music. But anyway, sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't. The good news is, if all you have is an iPhone or an iPad, yes, YouTube will work on it. You'll fuck with it for a while. Whether you're using the YouTube app or you're fucking with the browser, whatever you're doing, eventually it will load for everyone. But I still regularly, if I'm on my own videos and I'm trying, I want to see what the comments are on this video, right? I go to crashes. Oh, it needs to reload the page. Reload the page. Now I'm trying to click. Now I can't click. I can't click on the thing that I need to click. It won't work. I'm trying. It won't work. It's fucking stupid. It really is not optimized whatsoever, like they promised it would be. They told us they were taking features away from YouTube over the years so that they could make the best possible experience for people on mobile devices. I hate to say it, the best place to watch videos on YouTube is still a PC. As silly as that sounds, and I know because I know tons of people of my own viewership watch my videos on mobile devices. Leanna only watches YouTube videos on her iPad, but frequently there's issues, it crashes, it won't load, it's just not good. And for them to completely change the website for this, I don't think it was worth it. I think there was a huge social aspect to YouTube back from 2008 to around, I'd say, mid-2012, where people saw YouTube channels as a destination. This is where I can go to find out everything about my favorite YouTuber, because they favorited a video, they like videos, they talk with people in comments and on the comments, and they have cool backgrounds. This is individually their channel. And then YouTube said, fuck all that shit. We want ad revenue from people playing these videos on mobile devices, and because they did that, they made it all look like a white textbook, and the channels are shit now. And it's tough when a big part of my business strategy back then was making my YouTube channel the most attractive thing ever, and that was completely taken out of the equation because YouTube said, fuck all that, we don't care how your channel looks anymore. It hurt people like me who were old school YouTubers who that was our strategy, right? And going hand in hand with that, which now I'm going to bring this up because some people still don't understand or believe what I'm about to tell you, but it's absolutely honest to God truthful. Here's the truth. When YouTube started...
Holy shit.
When people
Dude,
like me...
No.
All right.
We so far behind
Channels
the
are
live
shit
show.
now. And it's tough.
I gotta see this again. That was insane.
A big part of my business strategy back then was making my YouTube channel the most attractive thing ever. And that was completely taken out of the equation because YouTube said, fuck all that, we don't care how your channel looks anymore. It hurt people like me who were old school YouTubers who that was our strategy, right?
Look at this. Take a sip. Throw that shit away. Fuck that. Open up a new container.
Because some people still don't understand or believe what I'm about to tell you, but it's absolutely honest to God truthful. Here's the truth. When YouTube started, when people like me, all right, were constantly putting out content on YouTube, when we began in 2008, video length was limited to around 10 minutes. Sometimes you could get away with 11 or 12, but typically you had to end your video around 10 minutes. If you tried to upload a video that was longer than 10 minutes, YouTube would have an error and say, sorry, the video is too long, you have to reduce the length of your video. And really, primarily, that was because they didn't want people uploading 40-hour epics that were going to take up all their servers, right? So a lot of people, to this day, when they look back at my content on YouTube, they say, gee, Phil always seemed, until recently, like a year ago, all of Phil's videos were like 10 to 15 minutes in length, and I wonder why, because other YouTubers that I watch that are popular YouTubers have 30-minute to hour-long videos all the time when they do gameplay. Listen.
Okay. I gotta, actually, I can't really speak for other people, but when I do gameplay stuff on YouTube, like playthrough type shit, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't really do it a lot. I have to kind of be in the mood to do it. But when I do that type of stuff, what I do is I play a long ass amount of time, and then I edit down that long ass amount of time into being maybe 2 45-minute to 1 hour long videos, or maybe 1 good hour long video. If you watch the whole thing, you do. If you don't, you don't. But I can't even imagine making 7 or 8 or 10 or 15 or 20 different videos and expecting somebody to watch all of that shit. Like, even if I get 2 viewers, I wouldn't want to punish 2 people into watching 20 different videos. It's kind of silly. But my best example is when I played Bloodborne. And I have to laugh because I quit playing Bloodborne. But that's a story that I told another day. But when I played Bloodborne, I would play that game maybe 5 hours straight on stream. Get all the videos, edit it down into 2 or 3 videos that's about 45 minutes to 1 hour long. And I'm going way too off topic here, but I will put progression in the video. Like, for instance, if I went from point A to point B, that would go in the video. If I died 40 times getting to point B, I will put some of the deaths in the video, but not all of the deaths. I will edit some deaths in and speed them up. I will edit some deaths in and like slow shit down. I will edit some deaths in and put music over it and make it kind of like a failed montage type thing. To be honest, when I edit my playthroughs, I make them kind of like This Is How You Don't Plays in a lot of ways. But I think that's why gaming YouTubers have these hour-long videos, because they play the game longer than you think they played it, and they edit it down. I can't really talk for anybody, and it's been a long fucking time since I watched a full playthrough Let's Player videos, but I can only assume that's how some people do it. But the way DSP do it is fucking awful. It's always been awful, but it's even more awful now because no one else does it that way except for really, really lazy people. And those really lazy people don't make money. So he does it the extremely lazy way and makes money, which is even worse. But anyway, let me shut up.
It's because that's what myself and my viewing audience grew into. When I started in 2008, we were limited to videos that were that short. And people actually got used to the fact that a 10-minute snippet is one morsel of content on YouTube. 10 minutes was a bite.
A morsel of content.
And so
you
you would know,
the
Phil
content.
uploaded an hour and a half of new gameplay content, 2 hours of gameplay content tonight. I know that's going to be probably around maybe 10 to 12 videos. And so I know that I have, 10 bites to take. And maybe I'll take 5 bites here. And then later on, I'll resume after 5 bites. That's kind of how people started thinking. In terms of YouTube, it was 10-minute snippets. Everything was a 10-minute snippet. And then, after everyone basically had to be taught this or get used to this, because that was the limitation of YouTube, until around 2012, okay? And then around 2012, YouTube changed everything. And YouTube said, we now, because we're the #1 video sharing website, and we bought all the server space, whatever it was, we're now allowing basically unlimited length videos. And what YouTube decided to do during that period of time, which was not made public immediately, and in fact it was only certain YouTubers who caught on at first, and then it kind of spread behind the scenes, okay, was that, well, since YouTube made it so that you could make unlimited length videos, what YouTube did, they changed the algorithm in the search engines on YouTube. So let me explain. Previously, on YouTube, if you typed in Spider-Man Web of Shadows playthrough, and you just searched for that, okay, my video would be #1. Because my video had the most views. Over 1 million. I think one of the videos of my Spider-Man Web of Shadows playthrough has like 3 million views. It's insane. It's out of control, okay? Also, Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions was another playthrough that I did that caught on so big back in the day that I got so many views on it, millions of views. If you even searched for those playthroughs on YouTube.
I love how, in his mind, he thinks it caught on. No, it didn't catch on. People was looking up Spider-Man and your shit showed up first because it had a lot of views. They watched it for probably about 3 minutes and said, fuck this, and bounced. That's not catching on. It's not even really getting views off of clickbait. It's just getting views off the search engine, which is the reason why DSP Tries It videos get so much views, because you type in DSP Tries It, you see a video that was uploaded that said DSP Tries It, you watch it, you might bounce off the 5 minutes, you might stay the whole time, but it's still going to get that view. And those videos got those types of views. You would watch it for a few minutes because you looked up Spider-Man Web of Shadows, and there you go. That's how you get 3 million views after like 4 years. Very exciting.
Boom! I was #1 because my playthroughs back then used to go viral. I was the only guy doing playthroughs on YouTube that weren't walkthroughs. They were just cold and blind playthroughs, and it was hilarious to see me fail. I remember in the Spider-Man Web of Shadows playthrough, I was drunk at the end of the game. Of course, I was failing the quick time.
I'm sorry, Phil. I gotta call you Phil. I'm sorry, Phil. But your playthroughs didn't go viral. When part 1 has 3 million views, and part 2 don't even have 1 million or even 700,000 or 800,000, and part 10 don't even have 100,000 at all, they mean it didn't go viral. That's not going viral. Part 1 of a video isn't going viral, at least in my opinion. And I've been knowing about YouTube and using YouTube just as long as him. So no, that's not going viral. But whatever. He used to be #1 and all his videos were viral.
It's like crazy because I was so fucking drunk, and it was funny to watch. In 2012, YouTube said, well, fuck all that. We don't care about anyone who made videos before now. We're going to change our search algorithm that's going to have engagement. Now, what this means, now think how stupid this is that if someone watches a video of the same subject matter longer than another video of the same subject matter, that video will appear in search higher than the other. So, case in point, Spider-Man Web of Shadows. If someone did the end of Spider-Man Web of Shadows, like I did, but they did it in a 45-minute snippet, and most people who watched that video watched the whole 45 minutes, that video will show up in YouTube search above mine, even though mine has 3 million hits, And obviously, way more fucking people found my video entertaining. That video now gets priority in YouTube search because more people were more engaged because it was a longer video. But my video's 10 minutes long.
Bullshit. Your video 10 minutes long, just because 3 million people watch it don't mean 3 million people find it entertaining. That's like, bad analogy time again, that's the equivalent of me saying, well, thousands of people watch my DSP videos, so that means thousands of people find me entertaining. I'm the shit. That's like me saying that. It's not how that works. Because millions of people watch your video, that don't mean millions of people like you. Did those millions of people stick around? Did even 100,000 of them stick around? Did even 10,000 of them stick around? No, no, and no. So no, your video was not more entertaining, DSP. Your video just got more fucking hits that it probably didn't even deserve. And the reason why those 45-minute long videos show up higher on a YouTube search than yours now is because those people actually found those videos entertaining and they watched it for more than 25 seconds before hitting the X button. That's why those videos show up higher on the search. You could probably make a 10-minute long video, and if 1 million people watch it for all 10 minutes, it's probably going to show up higher on the search than a 3-hour long video because people watch the whole video. Those Spider-Man videos that got like 3 million views, people didn't watch the whole video. People watched like 20 seconds of it and said, wow, this dude is fucking garbage, and then they left. And they probably never came back. But whatever. Fuck it.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, because mine's shorter. By default, my video goes to the bottom, while everyone else's longer playthrough videos go to the top. And all the time, people ask me, they actually ask me, Phil, why is it that when we search for you playing a game, let's say I want to say Dark Side Phil or DSP Bloodborne playthrough, I get
this is how you don't play?
The videos making fun, that this is how you don't play videos of your game, show up first. And then your actual playthrough shows up second.
Good job.
Because YouTube works off of the length of the video. So because they made a 2-hour montage of all the times that I actually died in the game or sucked in the game, that shows up first.
But guess what? Guess what? The This Is How You Don't Play videos, of course, they have more audience retention because people didn't watch them for 5 minutes and bounce. But also they have more comments. Also they have a better like to dislike ratio. Your videos have almost no fucking comments. Your videos have an awful like to dislike ratio. So of course hater videos are going to show up before your actual legit videos. This is something I brought up during bad analogy time a long time ago. Whoa! What the fuck did I do? Oh no! What happened? What is this? What? Oh my God, I don't even know what this is. I completely fucked up, didn't I? Whoops. I pushed a button I was pushing buttons on my keyboard. I don't know what happened. I don't know what that is. But I guess that's something we got to look forward to. My bad. But damn, I lost the point I was trying to make. Shit. I don't know. Wow. I'm 40 minutes behind. Oh my God.
When I was getting those ratings, you've reached the top views. You reached the top.
Okay, we're going to continue from that part. But holy shit. Whoops. I forgot what I was talking about. It's kind of like when DSP look at the chat and he forget what he was talking about because he looked at the chat and he stammer and stumble around for like 20 seconds. I completely forgot what I was talking about because I panicked when that happened. I thought I exited the page out. Shit. I'm lost. I'm fucking lost. Wait a minute. We can make this work. We can make this work. I need to look at nothing for a few seconds and I'll figure out what I was talking about. Cause shit on the screen is gonna distract me. Let me see. I was talking about that. Shit. God damn it. Fucking Toby Turner, you and your bullshit. I completely forgot where I was at.
top
I
channel
might
for
come
the
up
day.
with it.
I would say, man, I'm really,
Let me
I'm
listen to
not
what he got to
just
say.
in competition with YouTube gamers. I'm in competition with the top comedian, with the top this guy, the top that guy, and now those people don't exist. They all died out because YouTube changed the whole fucking business. I at least, right? At the very least, okay.
See, he do it too. He
can
look at the
say
chat
that
and forget what he was trying to
I am
say.
incredibly lucky that I got popular on YouTube when I did.
Shit.
And I am incredibly grateful for the long-standing fan base that I have. And certainly not to say, I know very well that many of you who are watching this video right now, and those of you who watch my playthroughs right now, are relative newcomers. Maybe you've only been watching my stuff for a year. Maybe you've only been watching my stuff for a couple years or even a couple months because you caught on other people talking about me.
I don't think the
you checked me
newcomers
out
are
for
watching
yourself,
Hey
and you found
Live,
out that
but
you found
whatever.
me entertaining and you wanted to stick in there and watch my content. And boy, I'm appreciative of that because it's very hard to get my content noticed on YouTube this day and age, even though I have increased my
I'm
video
pissed
length.
off
If you
'cause I
don't
feel
notice
like I was
now,
making a
my
good
gameplay
point.
videos are now 20 to 30 minutes in
damn
length
it.
like everyone else, but it's too late because everyone else made their videos longer before me, so now they all get priority in the search engine and I don't.
Well-
but I am incredibly lucky that I have this group of people.
Nah, I know one thing I was saying was how, hater videos show up because they have a better like and dislike ratio, because they have more comments, and because they're longer. I know that was one, but I feel like I was saying something else, and I can't come up with it. No, it's done. It's just
I
flew
have
away.
name recognition.
Jumped out the
You
window.
can say Dark Side Phil, and whether it's for better or worse because you like me or you hate me,
Mm-hmm.
or just because you know who I am, I have name recognition on YouTube. That's why I'm still here.
You don't have name
That's the
recognition
only reason
on YouTube.
I'm still here. Because YouTube really changed their whole website. Channels are pointless. Anyone who makes 10-minute videos is now forgotten, and nothing shows up in the fucking search engines. And that's YouTube 2015. I mean, wow. And you know, a lot of people say
I
you
know
do,
one
you
thing
need to
I was
roll with the
saying.
punches.
I don't know if I already completely made this point, but it's PewDiePie hate videos that get tons of fucking plays, like hundreds of thousands of plays. Is this fucking little kid, I'm not gonna name drop him in this video. If you know who he is, you know who he is. This is fucking little kid that make PewDiePie hate videos, got a whole channel completely dedicated to that shit. Motherfucker put ads on his videos too, and makes decent money off the shit, at least going by what he says. And this motherfucker get like hundreds of thousands of views on his shit. Tons of dislikes. Guess what? You search PewDiePie on YouTube, none of them hater videos show up from him or from anybody else. You search DSP, all the hater videos show up. You know why? Because the hater videos don't have 85,000 dislikes and 12 likes. So that's it right there. That's why This Is How You Don't Play show up. Because if This Is How You Don't Play might get 400 likes, and every single video DSP uploaded in the last year, none of them have even 100 likes. There you go. That's a point I was trying to make. That's a point I was trying to make. What is the name of that little dude? I think it's like Dylan the Hacker or some shit. It's a cheesy little name. It's like, you look like you're like 13 or 14 years old. Got a little braces in his mouth and shit. But I think it's like Dylan the Hacker. So if you want to go on a field trip, look up Dylan the Hacker on YouTube. You might find his videos. They're not really entertaining. Like if you watch one of them, you kind of seen all of them. But he get a ton of views on that shit. Ton of views, ton of fucking dislikes, and they don't show up in the YouTube search engine. It's the type of thing you would only find it if you look up PewDiePie and then go pages down. Like if you look up PewDiePie and then hit next page, next page, next page, next page. If you look up DSP, you find hater videos immediately. And you know what? Fuck it. Let's go on a field trip. Because I don't know if this stream is delayed, and I don't know if I dropped a billion fucking frames anyway already. So let's do it. Let's go on a field trip, which is going to be very exciting for you, I'm sure. Let's see here. We're going to look up DSP. I wish I could do this on a fresh internet browser, because I actually did that on a fresh internet browser one time and posted the results to Twitter, and it was more or less the same thing. But you see, if you type in DSP, you get DSP Gaming first. You get hate a video, hate a video, hate a video from me, hate a video from me, hate a video, 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 hate a video. Whole first fucking page. You type in DSP Gaming, all one word. You get his channel, and guess what? Hate a video. You get his video. Hate a video, hate a video, and my fan art, by the way. Hate a video, hate a video. No, no, no. This isn't a hate a video. This is a fan made video. Hate a video, hate a video, hate a video, hate a video. One of his videos, but it's the swatted video. Hate a video. One of his videos again. Hate a video, 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 and hate a video. Type in DSP Gaming with a space. It's so much easier to do this with my full-time adult keyboard. You get DSP Gaming and you get hate a video, SWAT video, hate a video, hate a video, hate a video, fan video. This look like pretty much the same results. You see my face right there, which is exciting. Hate a video, 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 hate a video. Oh, by Review Tech USA, I guess I can't count that. But it's not made by a DSP, so hate a video. Hate a video and Bloodborne playthrough. It's weird. How else could we look up DSP? Dark Side Feel. Let's do that. And we get his channel and hate a video, DSP Classics. Hate a video, 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 hate a video. It's the same thing. All hater videos, basically. And when I say hate a video, I'm not pronouncing it right, sorry. But when I say hater video, I mean videos that's not made by a DSP. And none of these videos are made by a DSP. So there you go. And we have a Blackbuster Critic right here in a thumbnail. And apparently I'm a fake Blackbuster Critic. What is it? I forget his name. It's Blackbuster Critic, some shit. Sorry for name dropping him. I didn't want to. But apparently I'm a fake version of him because I'm a black dude. Anyway.
You need to change with the times. You're absolutely right. And I mean, let's face it, this year, out of all the years I've made content, I think it's been the biggest changes because I'm doing marathons, I'm doing Patreon-related events, I'm doing much higher quality reviews than I ever did before. My quality of my playthroughs with the better microphone, everything is better this year, right? But I really feel, and I hate to say this, the era of YouTube being the place where if you don't have a lot of money, and you don't have a lot of experience, but you have talent, YouTube is the place that because you don't have a producer, you can be...
But wait, DSP been doing this for 7 years. Experience. He made money doing it. He made a lot of money doing it a few years ago. So that's money. So he has experience and money. So what? Let's see where he goes with this.
Discovered is over. It's done. The era of YouTube being the place for indie people to be discovered is done. And it's funny because Justin Bieber, right? As much as we all love to hate Justin Bieber, he really is a silly YouTube success story. No one knew who he was, right? No one. No one knew. And he made some karaoke on YouTube. Some people heard him, thought that he sounded good.
Karaoke.
Word spread. He went viral on YouTube. He got very popular. Next thing you know, now look at him. He's one of the biggest pop stars in the world.
Soulja Boy got popular from YouTube too.
Right? Today that can't happen. No one on YouTube today can get noticed like that.
Bullshit.
Because YouTube has made it so constrictive to get noticed. You have to follow these specific criteria. You have to have all this money and knowledge and financing and all this shit. No one can be a one-man show and be successful on YouTube anymore because it's gone so commercial and because they've put
the reason why he make this argument is because he thinks he has talent doing his Let's Plays with literally no editing and literally no effort besides hitting stop recording, waiting for it to reload, and hitting stop recording again. And my bit rate went to hell. Holy crap. 0 kilobits a second. Did my internet break? Wait a minute. Okay, that was funny. That was funny. I was literally looking at my bit rate and I said, okay, I'm down to 1500, 1000, no, not 1000, 1000, 800, 0, 0, 0, 0. I'm like, why the fuck is my bit rate on 0? Holy crap. Whoa, that was insane. All right then. I don't know what happened. I hope this ends kinda soon.
Blocks in place. You can't have your
was
individualized
horrible.
channel anymore. You
That
can't
was
get your
horrible.
videos found in a search anymore.
Okay, wait. I think I'm at a decent bit rate. My bit rate just drained down to 0. That was weird. That was really weird. And my internet didn't get cut out, so it might be Twitch hating on me again. I don't know. Who fucking knows? Who fucking knows?
YouTube kicked the shit out of it. I don't know why. Maybe because they think they make more money.
And
I
no,
don't
it's not
know.
my laptop
But all I
fucking
know
up.
is it's not where I started in 2008.
Whoa,
It is
dropped
a
frames.
totally
What's going
different
on?
place. It's only through
Whatever.
years of
Whatever,
arduous change
whatever.
and adaptation and me growing as a person
Jonathan
that
Ross
I've been able to
DDoS.
persevere and still exist here. And I don't know. Will it change again when this new YouTube gaming app launches? Maybe.
No.
Is it the whole thing going to change again? Now it's going to be everyone's in
I feel like you
competition
talked about
YouTube
this for more than
streams,
15
right?
minutes.
So now
I
you
know
gotta
I
do
paused
this
it
to
a
your
lot,
tags,
but I feel
and
like you
gotta
talked
do
about this for
and
more than
ask for
15
thumbs up
minutes,
on the stream
definitely.
and do this to get your fucking
Look,
stream
look,
mention.
look. You have to ask for thumbs up on the stream. If you guys are enjoying this stream, make sure to give it a follow. Make sure to hit the heart button. Make sure to give it a follow. Make sure to go to Tevin C. Search Tevin C on YouTube. Make sure to give me a subscription. Yeah, let's do that every fucking stream.
It's a
I'm sure
whole
people
new
love
rigmarole, a
that.
whole new show. You know what I mean? Why can't people just fucking do what they enjoy, be legit about it, not have to have massive money or promotion or fancy twinkle twinkle overproduction bullshit? Why can't people just have talent and entertainment value and be noticed for it anymore? I
People
don't
with
know, but I
talent do
can't.
get
it's
noticed,
just not
dude.
people every day.
I don't understand
someone asks
where
me,
he
Phil,
find his
what can I
logic
do?
at.
I just started a gaming channel on YouTube. What can I do to get noticed? I don't know. I haven't heard of anyone who just started a gaming channel and it took off, unless they lucked out and they played some stupid little indie game that blew up to
Stupid
be a
indie game that blew
viral,
up.
you know,
I
jump
won't
scare
lie, it
sensation
is-
on YouTube, some
yeah, if
stupid
you're trying to
meme or
blow up
something,
making a
and then
gaming
they got
channel,
popular. You know,
nah,
the
that
biggest
shit ain't
YouTubers who are
happening.
success stories from gaming in the past several years, people who played Minecraft, people who played Five Nights from Freddy's, you know, stupid shit. Not anyone who actually had a strategy or put like all kinds of
Minecraft
entertainment
is
effort into
stupid
it. It was
shit.
luck.
You got paid to play it,
So
and you
I
said
can't
you
even
liked
tell.
it.
Seriously,
Whatever.
I can't even tell you anymore. I couldn't. I don't know. All right. So I digress, ladies and gentlemen. YouTube is certainly not the same place it used to be. I feel like a crotchety old man when I say stuff like this. But it is what it is. It's reality. You know, it's life. And things change. I at least am happy, grateful, and, you know, at the very least, I'm happy where I am. If I could stay right where I am right now at this level on YouTube, I'm happy. Because I got a nice house, you know. Every
I
once
hope
in a
you
while I
enjoy
get
the extremely fucking loud music in the background. But I just gotta say, he's happy with where he's at on YouTube. The dude that quite literally has to ask for donations more than any average Twitch streamer on every pre-stream. He's happy.
something fun and different. I get to share gameplay experiences with everyone every day. I get to do cool podcasts like this every day that people really enjoy. And I couldn't ask for anything more. You know, those years of popularity that I had back when people could find my videos on YouTube and my channel was popular because it actually looked nice, was just icing on the cake. The fact that I got to pay off my bills, you know. I had all this debt and shit from my previous life that I got to pay off. And now I really do feel that I'm moving forward positively. I'm happy. I'm having fun. I hope that you're enjoying the ride too, you know, and that's all I could say is that I'm happy at least to be where I am. But I feel bad for people who are trying to do the same kind of stuff or have success doing what I did. I can't even help you because this business, this website has changed so much in the past 7 years. It's nothing like what it used to be, and it's not like anyone could get noticed anymore because YouTube has actively put roadblocks in place to prevent that unless you have tons of money, which I hate, but... All right. Well, everyone, right now it is time. I know a lot of people have been waiting for a special segment that I'm going to run tonight. I am going to run it. 2 guests who I'm not going to actually announce until I start playing the segment. Both these people have been on the show before, and they're returning to give us some updates and some pertinent stuff that's going on. This is a pre-recorded segment, so I want to warn everyone, okay? The audio may not be perfectly level. Adjust your speakers as this segment starts to play so that you don't blow your ears out or whatever, okay? But I think that some of the voices are a little bit louder than my voice is right now on the podcast. So get ready to adjust your headphones or your volume levels as I play this segment, all right? And I believe this is going to take us to the end of the show. And at the end of the show, I'll kind of give a final summary after the segment runs, okay? So, all right, everyone. Thank you for watching. I'm not taking a break tonight. As I said, I'm not taking a break on the show because I'm going to go right into this segment, and I hope you enjoy it. Without further ado, I'm going to mute my mic, and I'll do a hand countdown when I'm going to start the segment, all right? So, thanks, everyone. I'll be back after the segment to give a closing to the show, all right? Thanks for watching, and here we go. Ready? In...
He fucked the audio up. I thought we would get a hand countdown. He did this for nothing. Anyway, before we get to this part, we're gonna go on a break for this stream because I gotta use the bathroom. And I'm sure you're enjoying the music you hear in the background. Yeah, do you hear it now? It's fucking loud. But he didn't do a hand countdown. I'm disappointed. But we got some real old song requests. So let's play these song requests. I'll go to the bathroom and I'll be right back in a few seconds.